it's a temporal rift. It's really not reassuring. What a strong spatial tearing force. I heard that the general below will be torn into pieces after entering this space for less than half an hour. Am I not? Hey! Someone has arrived. My snow-winged crystal-toothed beast loves you solitary cultivators the most. Call. I'm so tired after finishing the work. Go find the next victim quickly. What was that just now? No harm at all. How could nothing happen? It must just be luck. Come again. This time, aim at the key points. Signorine. This palace may be a bit strange. Wow, there's an earthquake. Quickly evaluate. How can one return empty-handed before obtaining the treasure? You kind of rush with me. A long corridor. That is. Yes. It's a trap. Our disciples are almost completely extinct. This is not even an entrance at all. Mr. Ku, what are you really planning? Got it. Still nothing. It's a bit itchy. Crispy and numbing. What kind of creature is that? I have to leave here. Ah, what happened? It was him who attacked me. At a single jet. Just right. Follow him, maybe you know where the exit is. It's so dangerous, so dangerous. As expected, the master is right. Something strange has run into the palace. I dare not run around anymore. Hey, what are you running for? Yeah. Did he just make a babble? It's impossible. It's impossible. How could any creature catch up with me in space? I am 1,000 machine beast soul that has lived for 300 years. I need to return to the 1,000 machine core immediately. Hey, wait a minute. I won't eat you anymore. We're catching up again. How annoying. The tearing sensation of space has disappeared. Here is. Jia, a foolish creature, unaware of the vastness of the earth, followed me here. I want you to know the consequences of making me unhappy and scaring me, meow. Meow, this thing can talk. Jia, this handsome guy has had enough fun. Start cleaning up intruders. Mode start. What is this? Is it daylight, little friend? Damn it. Hey stinky beggar, speak up clearly. I don't look like a ghost anymore. Listen carefully, I am the first wise man in Jeojiang. Guarding the handsome tiger snow-winged crystal-toothed beast from the 3 little tigers. I have been guarding the king's treasure here for over 360 years. Does the king's treasure mean? This is the fortune of beginners. Since you're here, you must also be here for treasure. But I'm not telling you the truth. You are not the first group of people to come to me in 300 years. The people who came earlier have already been wiped clean by me. I didn't expect this guardian beast to be a character who eats people but doesn't spit out bones. Get up, Zhang Matzi. We have another fierce battle. Wait a minute. We are now in a civilized society where fighting is a common occurrence. 300 years ago, our family was already tired of it. We won't engage in physical combat today, let's switch to literary combat. Window. What kind of fighting do you want? We have 3 questions here. Don't be afraid, they are just questions that even a 3-year-old child can answer. As long as you can answer all the questions correctly, I will let you go. Are you sure you're not lying to us? Don't worry, children and the elderly are not deceived. Okay, let's get started. It doesn't matter if it's 3, 4, or 5 years old. Although come. He fell for it. Then listen carefully. Millions of creatures in the world walk on 4 legs in the morning. What kind of creature walks on 2 legs at noon and 3 legs at night? Isn't this a brain teaser? Isn't it easy to come up with a plan and then answer? There's only one chance. What's going on? Did I travel back in time? Signorine. The strong resentment here is enough to condense into a Asura entity in this world. It seems that something happened below. Go down and take a look. Have you figured it out? If it exceeds the answer time, it will also be considered a failure, meow. Well, this one. It's human. My friend is wrong. People walk on 2 legs. The term early, middle, and late in the title refers to the 3 stages of human infancy, adulthood, and old age. Babies crawl on all 4 feet while adults walk on normal legs, while elderly people rely on crutches to walk. Isn't that crutch their 3rd leg? I see. Unexpectedly, the disciples of Xiaoyao sect not only have outstanding strength and intelligence, but also first class. I understand. Calculate your luck. But you absolutely cannot answer this question correctly. Well, I knew it was still difficult. Let the horse come over. Listen carefully. What in the world can easily kill all living things in the world? From birds, beasts, snakes, insects, mice, ants to humans, from dragons, phoenixes, nobles, generals, and ministers. Even the exquisitely crafted, peerless divine weapon can be bitten to pieces by it, and even the towering steel city wall cannot withstand a gentle push from it. Is there really such a monster in the world? It's time. What? Hey, what surprised you about the problem you had? What's the reason for saying it's time? Snow-winged crystal teeth, you should know better than anyone else. No kingdom can be eternal, no emperor can live forever. All things in the world, whether living or dead, cannot withstand the erosion of time. I was wrong about what I said. You rewrite. You guessed right, kid. Congratulations, you still have one more question left to get the king's treasure. One more question left to obtain the treasure of the king of Jiujiang. I've been lurking in this desert for 20 years, from a young girl to an old girl, not because of this treasure. Now as long as I get the treasure, I can leave Mabe and go home. My friend, I quickly come up with the question. I'm a skilled 10-paragraph brain teaser without fear. Who is it? Enemy attack. No, this scent is. Is she a junior sister? It's Xiao Tian's voice. It's me. Thunderstorms in this space are so painful. Stinky junior brother asked my senior sister to take such a big risk to save you. How are you going to compensate me? Why is there still a big guy? So ugly. Hey, do you recognize goods? I'm handsome, but this is also called ugly. Isn't this the legendary snow-winged crystal-toothed beast, the personal protective beast of King Jiujiang during his lifetime? It's still this handsome old guy who knows the goods. That's right, I'm handsome. I'm the snow-winged crystal-toothed beast. It is rumored that all 3 protective beasts of the king of Jiujiang died in the war. I can't believe this snow-winged crystal tooth is still alive. Although these people have all arrived at this door, judging from their attire and time of action, they are probably not the same people. That's easy to handle. Little beauties, handsome guys, and handsome guys, I can give you the treasure. But how will you divide this treasure? We previously discussed with Signorine about Jua. After receiving the treasure, split 50-50. Nodding. Oh, does that handsome guy think the same way? Don't call me old, handsome guy. And don't try to divide us. What if this is the last question? There are 2 types of light balls in front of you now. If you are willing to divide the treasure equally, grab the white ball next to you in your hand. If you don't want to divide and want to take the treasure alone, then grab the black ball in your hand. Before the results are announced, each of you can only see that the ball in front of others is white, so there's no need to worry about being caught thinking. And then, just choose the photosphere. Of course not. If you are all willing to divide it equally, then I will hand over His Majesty's treasure to you and divide it equally. But if one party chooses to swallow it alone, the treasure will belong entirely to the person who chooses to swallow it alone. And I will eat the person who chooses to split equally. If you choose to take it all alone, your grades will be invalidated. Can't we just choose to split everything equally? Sister, I'm afraid we've oversimplified the problem. Senior Ian has only met us once. It's hard to say whether what he said is true or false. And Zhang Mozi's previous experience of kidnapping me suggests that his purpose may also be to embezzle the treasure alone. Everyone has greed, and choosing a black ball is safer. Isn't there another way? 8 to 11, I was thinking. Choose it. Let me have a look. Which path will humans choose in 300 years? It seems that someone already has an answer. Senior Ian. Little children, there are still many things you will encounter when you are young and encounter such choices. Never be led by the nose. Although I have put in a lot of effort and whined for this treasure. But who let Zayuman be kind to me? I don't want this treasure. What? Little friend, Zayamako, you saved this life. Shouldn't have taken this treasure. However, I really want to choose to eat it alone. Please accept this treasure for our beggar's sect. Stinky beggar wants to be backstabbed and still speaks so grandly. Xiao Tian. If both of you abstain, what is your choice? I see. This is your answer. This handsome man has waited for 300 years for a choice. Is that how it is? I didn't expect you to come too. Lord Crow. It seems that the decision to keep you back then was the right one. Hey, isn't he the locksmith we hired before? Idiot, can't you tell he's a fake? What's he doing? What an ominous aura. That is. It is the legendary body of calamity. I beg your pardon? It's the one that will attract disasters. Hurry up and stop him. He's so strong. We are no match for him at all. Leader of the gang. You guys go heal first. Leave it to us here. Almost. Just because you want to stop me too. That tattoo. Endless night. Long night, everyone in this world will see it and execute it. Kill. Disaster strikes. The first wait. Hey, wait a minute. Don't get close to him, or you might become unlucky. What a tricky physique. I'm afraid even the powerful Emperor Wu can't do anything to him. Who? Shahai Sholingren. Why does it happen to be at this moment? The guardians of Shahai Mausoleum have arrived. I'm here for revenge. Stop them quickly. Kill it. Kill. Even with this skill, why learn from others to rob tombs? Let me go to your uncle's place. This is not the place where miscellaneous fish should come. If you want to live, go back to go home. Oh, hey. Elder, is that black-clothed man not afraid of causing trouble by releasing his body of calamity here? I'm afraid he's condensing dead energy. What kind of dead energy? That's right, attracting disasters and causing more people to die, thus condensing more vitality. So his purpose is... What? That black mist actually worsened the previous wound. Yasha, leave this to me and Mushin. You go do what we tomb guards should do. Okay, Elder. Hello, this group of tomb guards surnamed Xiao will not kill the members of Chang yet. What are you blocking us from doing? I also... Don't get me wrong. The duty of a guardian of a tomb is only one. That is to safeguard the peace of this place. This is the Red Moon killing formation of Xiayun Kingdom. Do you mean you guys? They are the true descendants of Xiayun Kingdom. So you are from Xiayun Kingdom. No wonder you're guarding here and not letting anyone get close. Do you want to use this treasure to restore your country one day? What we're doing here has nothing to do with you. Damn it, just retrieving the key can prevent the situation from worsening. Speaking of keys, we could have been friends. It's a pity. Look out. Disaster strikes. Triple. The prophecy of the unlucky bird chieftain from heaven has been fulfilled again. That tyrant is finished. At this moment, the palace is underground. I can't believe it. The answer that Ben Shui waited for over 300 years turned out to be like this. You have passed the test. Really? Allies. Collapse. I was scared to death just now. I thought I was going to be eaten. I have been waiting here for more than 300 years, and many people have come here, but no one has ever merged strength and wisdom like them and trusted each other. It seems that my mission is finally about to be completed today. Your Majesty, the people you have been waiting for have appeared. As you wished before your death, I will lead them into the treasure trove and inherit the treasure you left behind. Have you ever obtained the key to your Majesty's treasury? Infiltration. Take out. Good. So you must keep your eyes wide open and watch out for what will be presented to you next, which is the greatest of the Xiayun Kingdom. Your Majesty, why do you need it? They are not all ready. Xiao Tian, do you think the handsome tiger looks strange? Who is he talking to? Could it be the king of Jiujiang? But isn't he already dead? Even dead people can speak. Mother, what kind of monster is this? Handsome tiger. Disturb the eternal slumber of King Jiujiang. Die. What? Signorine. Signorine, what kind of technique are you using? I've never seen it before. It's so powerful. Damn it, hurry up. My fine wine cannot withstand such a waste. Two little dolls, quickly find a way to subdue that beast. Although I am so powerful, I always make us take action. The handsome tiger looks like it's being controlled. We need to wake it up. What awakens it? It is the guardian of the treasure trove stationed here by the Prince of Jiujiang. Can eat people. Do you really want to be friends with Xiao Tianhua? Are you serious? Listen up, little Tianhua. We only have two choices now. Either give up the treasure and turn around to escape. Either we have to get rid of that Snow Wing crystal tooth. Do we have to get rid of Snow Wing crystal teeth? But he looks harmless to humans and animals. Harmless head. Little celestial brother. Next. It depends on my senior sister, right? This is. I didn't expect Jianglan to teach this trick to the girl doll. Maintaining this move requires consuming a lot of spiritual power. Xiao Tian, are you watching? Ah, he's tickling again. What are you guys looking at? My senior sister's charm is not as good as a tiger's. Unwilling to accept it. Let's destroy it. The power of anger has increased tenfold. Snow wing crystal teeth in. The girl doll is quite decisive. It's a material that can be made. Junior sister, when did you become so powerful? Humph. Well done, girl doll. At such a young age, it seems that you will become a great person in the future and at least be stronger than your master. Hey, Senior Ain, do you know my master? Well, this one. Drunken Senior always goes drinking halfway through his speech. One day, I insist on poking a hole in that gourd while you're drunk and asleep. This doesn't mean that if the gourd breaks, it will flood Xiaoyao Mountain. To be honest, the world in this wine is vast. Since the guards have been removed. Let's hurry up and take a look at the treasure. Not good, but Snow Wing crystal teeth are still alive. The stinky tiger's soul never dissipates. I must subdue it today. Oh no, that move just now consumed too much spiritual power and resulted in a deficit. I'm afraid in the short term. Junior sister, don't force yourself anymore. Give me the Snow Wing crystal teeth. Xiao Tian. Do you mean you? He must still be thinking about waking up Snow Wing crystal teeth. This idiot. Senior Ain, if Xiao Tian wants to save the stinky tiger from attacking, he will inevitably become timid. We have to go help him. Girl doll, although you have extraordinary talents, you still lack some brainpower compared to little Sky doll. Senior Ain, what does this mean? You see. Since you all know that this snow-winged crystal-toothed beast was created by the king of Zhejiang at that time, but still attacking its body blindly is equivalent to wielding a sword into the air. You have been ignoring its origin and have never attacked it. Could it be said that? Up to Earth, that's right. If it is man-made, there will be 1,000 machine cores. Xiao Tianhua should have also noticed, right? Although the handsome tiger can recover when it is shattered, it all starts from the same position. Does that mean it is his core? It must be very painful to be controlled by someone, right? Don't worry, I will help you free yourself. I see. Do you think so? Then I'll lend you a hand. Without inscriptions and formations, the great martial tiger was pinned down. Senior Ain, who exactly are you? Hurry up, little boy. My spiritual power is limited. Good. It took me a lot of spiritual power to obtain this sword back then. It's your turn to come in handy this time. Oh, hey. Wait. I asked you to suck the handsome tiger, not mine. Why did the water turn back at a critical moment? Is that sword? Xiao Tian doll, you really opened my eyes. Xiao Tian. Don't go over there, girl doll. Going over now will only help you more and more. But what's wrong with Senior Ain Xiao Tian? I'm not sure if tonight's fortune or misfortune depends entirely on the little doll's own destiny. Someone is stirring up the spiritual energy underground in the palace. It seems that the dead energy has already gone underground. Take this. You deserve it. This is the token of King Zhejiang before his death. With it, you can stand unobstructed in front of the guardian beast. Then this treasure of Zhejiang is mine. Elders. Did you smell anything? Are you referring to the sweet scent that permeates the air, apart from blood and fear? Oh, my goodness. The spiritual energy cannot be used anymore. It's poisonous. Who is poisoning this room like this? Is it you with the surname Kai? Master Chu. I'm not the only one who can be poisoned here. That's it. Father, why do you need it? Mr. Ku, it turns out that you guys are in cahoots. Is it possible that the death of our beggar's sect elder is also related to you? Have I also been calculated? This poison is nothing to me, but you. But it's too greedy. Broken gold. Father, don't make the same mistake again and again. I wanted as few people as possible to know, but I didn't expect it. Sir, I'm also afraid that you might go back on your word afterwards. I don't have time to deal with them anymore. The body of disaster and calamity. Go underground. Quickly use our tribe's sand diving and breathing technique. This poison can be instantly detoxified. Is the purpose of Elder Shay's visit really just for the treasure? Analysis. Analysis. Well, you mean. The prophecy is not only fulfilled, but also broken. It's still heading in the worst direction. The biggest disaster in the entire Shayun city is coming. How many times did the palace shake today? Are there any other monsters inside? The vibration comes from underground, and there may be space beneath this well with echoes. Hey Tai Ge, while everyone is detoxifying, tell me what you all know. The sword body has become longer. So you want to recast your sword body. The spiritual power of the great handsome tiger comes from its core, but there is an ominous force surrounding it. We need to find a way to eliminate that force. He's tired. Good opportunity. Go. Gathering chi water. Ing. Xiao Tian. Flame poison spiritual energy is a type of spiritual energy that can inhibit the aggregation of ordinary spiritual energy. But the vast majority of martial artists turn pale when talking about it, and little dolls not only handle it with ease. It's unbelievable that such a huge amount can still be used. Shen Piaofeng, what kind of drugs did you give to your disciple? Is this really a martial spirit realm? With the repeated refinement of the flame poison spirit, the demonic energy attached to the snow wing crystal teeth gradually fades away. But soon after, the last remaining trace of the guardian beast's vitality on the 1000 machine core faded away. Flame poison returns. What's going on? I've already dispersed all the attacks from the core. But still. Handsome tiger. He is becoming weak. I will save you. It's useless. My fate is at its end. The handsome tiger has regained his sanity. Enough, stop smoking. He's no longer a threat. I've said enough. Don't worry about me. With this opportunity, perhaps you can truly achieve great things. 300 years of waiting is also worth it. Ben Hu has fallen asleep. You can go now. Stinky Tiger. That's the 1000 machine core of Snow Wing Crystal Teeth. Qianji Nuclear Identification Master. Good boy is a great opportunity. Let's go, Senior. What are you going to do? Revenge. Little Tianhua, you are from Sunset Island. Yes, Senior. What happened? What is your relationship with Zhao Wenli, the richest man in Xiangzhou, if your surname is Zhao and you come from Xiangzhou? Xiao Tian is the legitimate grandson of the richest man in Zhao's family. What? You are the son of Zhao Jingtao. Senior, do you know my father? Didn't Zhao Wenli tell him anything? We'll talk about these things when we get back. Don't you want revenge? See. The door is open. This is something that no one has set foot on for 300 years. The treasure house of King Jeojeong. There is no king of Jeojeong nor any martial arts practice. Is this really the legendary treasure trove of Jeojeong? It is the currency of Shayun Kingdom. If it's fake, it's not wrong here. It seems that the king of Jeojeong has really died. Who controlled the snow-winged crystal teeth? 3 sighs. What's the little baby sighing for? Isn't the purpose of our trip just for these treasures? With so much treasure, even if we divide it equally, even if you take it out, you won't have to worry about food and drink for 10 lifetimes. Don't you like money? Although money is good, it's a pity. It's just money. Isn't there still a big box that hasn't been checked over there? What if there's something good? Isn't that right, Signorine? The shape of that stone box is clearly a sarcophagus. Previously, that stinky tiger also said things like disturbing your majesty's sleep. Could it be that the person in that coffin is Prince Jeojeong 12? Little kids, do you know what the most expensive thing in the ancient tomb is? It's a burial object. Those burial objects are often placed in the coffin of the tomb owner. Since you're not interested in the gold, silver, and jewelry in front of you, why don't you open the coffin and see what treasures are inside? But you can't take anything from the dead body of Signorine. It's unlucky. Senior, I don't think they used to fight backwards, did they? What are you afraid of? What if there's a chance for fate inside? You don't want to go for nothing, do you? That's what I said, but there seem to be words on it. Emerging. Kick 'em in vertical ground technique. Strangely, I don't understand how the text above automatically came to my mind. This is not a comic. Try to cultivate it. Signorine, is this recorded as the technique of escaping the earth? No, neither. The technique of escaping from the earth is just a technique of using the earth to escape. This strange technique of vertical earth movement is a long-lost physical and martial art. According to legend, one can travel thousands of miles in just one day of extreme cultivation. What day travels thousands of miles? I have exhausted my spiritual power to borrow magical tools in order to travel thousands of miles a day. This martial art is truly remarkable. Xiaotian, have you learned it yet? So fast. The fundamental body of the 10,000 pillars of heaven and earth Xuanzong has a strange gate and an invisible vertical ground. It's not difficult. I just don't know how magical this strange vertical earth technique is. What do you mean? That coffin. Where did the wind come from? Interesting. 300 years. Finally, someone has arrived here. This voice is. See me now. My people. My people. The coffin is broken. That is. Jeojeong King. It's really you who did it. You actually took advantage of the loyalty of the handsome tiger. I will never forgive someone like you. Go through. Oh, hey. What? Xiaotian. One cough cough cough. It hurts, it hurts. What did you just say? What happened to my little fat seal? Drifting area. Who are you? Ha ha. Don't you all know who I am now that you're all here? You must be the ruler of the Shayun Kingdom, the king of Jeojeong, right? It's the widow. Is there a mistake? The legendary king of Jeojeong was actually a child. Hey, you have such courage. If you speak to me in that tone again, I will give you the punishment of dismemberment. To get back to the point, I can no longer sense the existence of Xiao Jingjing. You can come in if you answer the question correctly, right? Why do you still want to harm him? Did you make a mistake? Snow-winged crystal tooth is under your control. We had no choice but to accidentally take him down. Why did you make me and Xia Jingjing rely on each other for 300 years? Why did you want him to die? Alas! Sob, my poor little Jingjing. Why did you just leave like this? Let the white-haired man of this king give away the black-haired man. Is he really the king of Zhejiang? It feels a bit pitiful. Nonsense, of course. Who dares to impersonate the king is a death sentence for annihilating the 9 tribes. Beautiful woman. Picture in the eyes of the king of Zhejiang. May I ask the girl's name? I don't know how many years and 8 characters she has, but how can she have a suitable husband? What are you doing? Demons and monsters, leave quickly. Cough cough, my king has decided to take you as my harem concubine. Who wants to be your wife, you little brat? Are you living in a dream? Without even thinking, you refused. Have you already become a married woman? The good kid actually married the woman that the king liked first. Although there are many women in my king's harem, I am no different from the chow thief. This child from the king of Zhejiang was crying for his partner 1 second before he fell into a flower fetish the next. It's actually not there yet. Hello, you said you were the king of Zhejiang, but as far as I know, the king of Zhejiang probably couldn't bear to suffer humiliation and committed suicide when the Xianyun kingdom fell more than 300 years ago. What exactly are you now? Indeed, the king is dead. The current king is just a conscious wandering soul. However, as a ruler of a country, how can we rest in peace when our family is destroyed and our king falls? So the king has been waiting for someone. Wait for someone. Let Xianyun. Great again. You rewrite. Waiting for someone who can help me restore my kingdom. I have hidden all the treasures of the whole country here and engraved the strongest martial arts of our Xianyun kingdom on the coffin. If someone can help me restore my country, I am willing to give all these treasures and martial arts to him. Why does this sound a bit like some tricks on earth? I, Qin Shi Huang, paid a 115. But I accidentally learned the martial arts on your coffin. You shouldn't be angry, right? What coffin martial arts did you learn? Then aren't you the one who wants to help the king restore his country? How could it be a little devil? I can't accept it. Who exactly is the little devil? However, the matter has come to this point and there is no other way. I will temporarily forgive you for the matter with Xia Jingjing. The martial arts skills you learned still have 2 layers in my inner coffin. Hurry up and learn. Once you master it, I will appoint you as the Grand General of the Pacification Army. I thought the Dragon Step was the strongest martial art in the world. And thinking that there is something even more wonderful than it in the world. There are still many girls you don't know about. Pooh-ho. Hello King Zhejiang, why are you laughing? No, it's nothing. Just the thought that my king is about to return to the mortal world. I can't help but feel excited and want to laugh, NN. What? It's not just martial arts on the inner coffin that's broken. Zhejiang King, you. The power has returned. Qinsha Tuna Method. Don't waste your effort. You think detoxification is so simple. This muscle-shrinking cartilage powder is the result of my 60 years of hard work. When I smell it, the toxic gas has already entered my body. The middle person's entire body and acupoints will become paralyzed, and no matter how high their cultivation level is, they will be like a useless person. My 60 years of preparation are for today. Ku Bai Mei, your son has been injured like this for you, and you still haven't stopped. What are you afraid of? Just hold on to this poison and you'll be fine. Shrinking muscles and dispersing cartilage just makes you unable to move, but next. I will take your lives one by one. The treasure of the king of Zhejiang ultimately belongs to me, Moying Fort. Brother Chiao, the situation has changed today. Only by working together can we possibly overcome this hurdle. That's exactly what I meant. How can we just want to join forces if we can't fight? The inferior artifact eagle head poison blade. Unfortunately, even if we join forces, you are still as weak as ever. If you dare to touch me, my black wind sect will definitely pursue you to the ends of the earth. Do you think anyone alive will spread the news of what happened here today? Master Ku, although our two factions have always been hostile, ultimately it's not for the sake of treasure. We don't want the treasure from Facia help anymore, can we? As long as you leave us a way out. Life Road. Leaving you a way out is like seeking my own path to death. There are no more San C4 factions. The treasure of King Jiujiang belongs solely to me. Everything is over now. What? Ghost Hand. That's it. Elder Shay. Big things are not good. The Tyrant King of Jiujiang. You guys keep going. I'm just a passerby. Stop. Are you from the treasure of King Jiujiang? Do you believe me if I say it's not? Hee, how dare you play with me? This treasure of the King of Jiujiang is already in my pocket. Who are you? Do you still want to touch it? Court death. Hey, are you being reasonable or not? If you insist, I won't be polite. Dodged at such a fast speed. However, using spiritual energy at such a high intensity will only make you poisoned faster. I won. What? My artifact has been destroyed. The move is deadly, old man. I understand. You're not a good person. It's my turn to counterattack. You're still the first one who won't be stabbed into a beehive by me when it's impossible for you to hit my tendons and cartilage. Although I am the only survivor in the past 60 years, the protagonist is the son of destiny. Last time it was, and this time it will be. Where did you come from, kid? What's worse between me and you? Stop. What's missing? Not because. Are you too weak? It's really lively. So many people came. But why are all the printing halls blackened? It seems like they've been poisoned. Little hero, be careful. The indoor air is toxic. That old man Ku is a master of drug making. Now not only us, but also you have been poisoned. What? Why didn't you wait for me to be poisoned before telling me? First, add some spiritual energy. What's wrong with me? My poison has been detoxified. Mine too. It was the little hero who detoxified us. I heard him shouting loudly about the Xiaoyao Qingxin Ju, and this spiritual energy is also his. It must be him. Near. Ngong, please don't leave us. How can I live without you, Ngong? Does your sect not have its own detoxification method? Master, this carefree and pure heart technique is truly magical. I don't know which martial art it belongs to. Xiaoyao. Is it Xiaoyao Gate? Mind-boggling. When did the people guarding the Shahai Mausoleum arrive? Hey, Taiji, what are you guys doing? If you dare to hurt my benefactor, we won't spare you. Everyone listens to orders. 18 Trap Divine Formation. Don't just talk, big brothers. Instead, release your hands and let me come out before this formation takes shape. Xiao Tian. What's going on? Xiao Tian was still practicing just now, and for some reason, the spiritual power of the king of Zhejiang suddenly surged, leading Xiao Tian to the ground. Why didn't I see the king of Zhejiang after coming up? Hello, Sansi Guardian. Your master has arrived and still hasn't let go of our benefactor. Master. Ah. Is it him wearing the imperial robe? Look at what you've done. You are? Have you learned the martial arts on coffins? What level have you learned? What's wrong with learning all 3 levels? This person's voice is so familiar. I have learned all 3 levels. That coffin was made by our ancestors to suppress the soul of the king of Zhejiang. There is a seal on his soul hidden in the martial arts above. Once all 3 layers are unsealed, it will be opened. Isn't sealing the strongest martial art of Xianyun Kingdom? Aren't you, the guardians of Shahai Mausoleum, guarding this treasure all along just for the purpose of restoring the country one day? Why did you still seal your master? We are not here to restore our country. We don't let you get close here to prevent that evil spirit from once again enveloping darkness in this sandy sea. The king of Zhejiang is a tyrant. He has harmed countless people of Xianyun Kingdom. The king of Zhejiang is a tyrant. This is the scent of living people that I have been thinking about day and night for 300 years. Are you ready for a post-show when you wake up? It's really delightful. Hee. Joyful head. How dare you lie to me? When? Chiman vertical earth technique. You already know how to use it. The elder has been gone for a day and a night. Why hasn't anyone come out of it? How dangerous is the Xianyun Kingdom city? In the past 100 years, very few people have been able to come back. I'm afraid this time. What's that noise? What situation are those? Long Night Greed Wolf. Go ahead and fight. Ngong hit the face of the king of Zhejiang. You're getting impatient with beating me up. Isn't this guy talented in the martial spirit realm? How could there be such a huge spiritual power? Surprisingly, I surpassed the half-step martial king's strength by 1 point. Come again. He's fighting again. King Zhejiang, I trusted you so much that you dared to deceive me. Those ironclad people are telling the truth. You are a tyrant and have harmed many people. Are you also considered a ruler of a country? My kingdom has already perished. You yellow-haired child, don't point your finger at me. Give the king enough time to stop. This is... What are you doing, Prince Zhejiang? Release us. Let you go. Let your king take whose flesh and blood to rebuild the dynasty of Xianyun Kingdom. Xiao Tian. Where are Senior Qing'er Yin and Zhang Matzi? Listen to me, they are currently... What? Lingmai. You are the descendants of those sycophants back then. That's right, it was our ancestors who sealed you here in the first place. Ha ha. It was your ancestors who sealed off this king. Do you think those rebellious courtiers and mice can trap me? It is none other than the king himself who has sealed this place. What? How is this possible? If you don't accept it, there's nothing you can do. This is reality. So you're trying to feign death and wait for resurrection. That's right, you're very smart. Zhao Xiaotian. Don't you want to know what my king did? I'll let you know right away. However, before that, as the beloved consort of this king, should have known earlier. Qing'er. Yes, that's the expression. When you can empathize with the king, you will be his true wife. Stop it. Hello, I haven't fully enjoyed shouting stop yet. Is that a bit? I said stop, dare you try again. Who are you? Tremble. Tremble. Did that kid show me mercy? Zhao Xiaotian doesn't want a queen anymore, can't he? You become the general of our king's campaign against the invaders, and together we will revive the Xiayun royal family. He's not even listening. Flee. I have to escape. I taught him the Chiman vertical earth technique. Why can we get rid of control? Zhao Xiaotian, what exactly are you? At this moment, the king of Zheojiang had only one sentence in his mind: why should he be his enemy? Engong is brutally beating down the prince of Zheojiang. Master of the helm. Zhang Matzi, what an undeserving person you have provoked. At a loss, the boss still wants to avenge you. If you encounter such opponents, why don't you run away? You didn't die unjustly. In Shi Xuanlong's understanding, Zhang Matzi and others died at the hands of a master of the Xiaoyao sect, while Zhao Xiaotian was the only Xiaoyao sect disciple along the way. At this moment, the underground tomb chamber. Has the king of Zheojiang been resurrected? Consistent with the plan. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Hold back those people and fight for more time for me. Your mission has been accomplished. Bright. The fourth form of disaster transformation. MOE sure. Eureka. You finally showed up, little devil. So the cultivation below is the magic gate, right? How long have you been planning? How did you, an ascetic from the dragon-chasing kingdom, get into the territory of Xiayun Kingdom? Can this be considered as exceeding authority? Xiayun Kingdom has long been destroyed, and now this is within the territory of Zhulong Kingdom. What are you trying to do by using your demonic energy to control the fallen ruler of Xiayun Kingdom? You don't need to know about this. I must know this. If that's the case, then let's gesture together. Let's see if the bitter traveler who hasn't died for 300 years is stronger, or if the long night chased by you day and night is better. If you win, I'll tell you. It's too slow. Is that all the strength of the ascetic? Disaster strikes. 6 layers. Cursed. 141 pairs. I underestimated you, you little devil. With your strength, it should be easy to enter your temple, right? The curse planted by the double-edged sword has disappeared. I've had enough alcohol, so what's next? It's time for you guys to give an explanation at night. Tell me what happened back then. What are you calculating again? What's going on? The scent has changed. I remember that the senior used this trick back then. What a great force. Old wine ghost, this plan started 300 years ago. Do you still want to stop it now? Magic gate. It's about to open up. At that time, those monsters will return to this continent. No human powerhouse is their opponent. You have no choice anymore. Join the long night and have those 4 adults give you a name. To ensure your survival in this catastrophe. The little devil played with fire and set himself on fire. I disdain to be with you. All you need are chess pieces like the king of Zheojiang. Wait until it's fully utilized. Who still cares? The king of Zheojiang is a tyrant. His cultivation of immortal martial arts harms his own people. The Prince of Zhejiang has no offspring. Where did his martial arts come from? Xianyun Kingdom doesn't have such martial arts. I am not a tyrant. Everything the king has done, they are all saving Xianyun. Former dynasty. 300 years ago. Your Majesty, the enemy has arrived at the city gates. I'm afraid the capital will arrive in less than 3 days. Where are the other ministers? Announce that they come to see the widow. They. Your Majesty, you have truly become a widow. Xia Jingjing, isn't it time to tell jokes now? Do you think there is still hope for Xianyun Kingdom? Shake your head. Sure enough. Sigh. Your Majesty, please don't worry for now. The third generation Long Night Crow. In my opinion, there is still a glimmer of hope in the matter. Title conferred on a master teacher or advisor by an emperor. What else can you do? Your Majesty, listen to me. What reinforcements? That's right, as far as I know, there is still an army at the southern end of Xianyun that has attached itself to our country. As long as Your Majesty can give me the token in exchange for their trust, I will come back with reinforcements in 3 days. What are we waiting for? If Iching can save the country, it will be a great achievement. Let's depart today. It's Your Majesty. But as the crow left, there was no turning point in the situation. 3 days after that, the enemy has arrived. The oppressive enemy army invaded the capital city of Xianyun without spending a single soldier, except for the king of Zhejiang and his followers. That night, the prince of Zhejiang hanged himself in the palace. Using the martial arts skills provided by the national master, I have preserved the last trace of my soul, waiting for the future restoration of my country. And the downfall of Xianyun always requires someone to take the blame. A deceased ruler of a fallen kingdom became the most violent tyrant in the history of Xianyun. The feeling that Zhejiang king gives people has changed. It's the demonic aura that has enchanted the king of Zhejiang. Elder, look over there. It's sandstorms. I remember that this once-in-60 years sandstorm brought Xianyun City back to the ground and could only last for 1 day. After a day, the sandstorm will bury this place again. What? Aren't we? Don't panic, the terrain here is high and even if buried, it won't affect this place. That's strange. Since the sandstorm is coming, why are these people still standing at the bottom of the valley? Didn't they prepare in advance? No, exactly the opposite. They deliberately chose to block this place at this time because they knew the sandstorm was coming. Intended to prevent the people inside from coming out. Elder, have we been tricked by the sect leader? They said they wanted us to go to Mabe to bring back the missing Lu Su, but how do we feel like we're caught up in the Mabe conflict? No nonsense, how can you question the leader's decision? He must have his own arrangements. It's them. Can't we evaluate successfully? Shell-picking team. Lin is annoyed. Xianyun Main Peak. Why did you send the Diablo Elder this time? I naturally know the dangers of the northern desert, and its intricate relationships are like a dead end. For 100 years, everyone has been letting it go, and no one can solve it. But don't forget, there are also many conflicts within the Xiaoyao sect. Who is mediating the grievances between tens of thousands of disciples and Elder Bai Lai? To completely solve this matter, Sima Zhua is indispensable. Gu Yuan Lu Su should be the last detail you found inside the door, right? How does the sect leader want to deal with him? Let's not deal with it yet. Oh, hey. Keeping him has other uses. Don't startle the snake with grass. Yes. What does the leader want to do? Ignorance. Senior brother leader, something is not going well. Junior sister, why are you so flustered? Not long ago. I asked my disciples who have been training outside to help me inquire about the news of Xiao Oxianking and her team's training this time. Do you know where they went? It's precisely the desert north. What? If it's broken, they probably went to the treasure trove in Jiujiang, right? Jujiujiang Treasury. Shen Piaofeng, did you release Xing Qinger? If anything happens, I'll raise your main peak. Do you dare your wife elope with my apprentice? I didn't ask for your trouble, and you even questioned me. Are you really treating me as a mere figurehead? Don't take advantage of your power to bully others. I keep my promise. It's simply lawless. Another peaceful day, meow. Isn't that the fire dragon we saw before we came in? That's the scent. When the great handsome tiger lost his sanity, it was this aura behind the door that controlled the great handsome tiger. Every injustice has its perpetrator, not even sparing one's own confidence for the sake of their long-cherished wish. Do you still deserve to be the ruler of Shayun's kingdom? What's going on? Just now, Prince Jiujiang. Don't run away. Strange, isn't that his burial chamber down there? Why did he run back? What are you doing? How did you get hurt like this? Come with me and open the magic gate. Signorine. Hurry up and chase. We must not let them succeed in 1717. Misfortune strikes. Alcohol entanglement. Jianju. There are flaws. Duoba Sword Yu Jiujiang King's real name, what are you doing? Sure enough, after being demonized, his mind is no longer high enough to even use the Chiman vertical earth technique. It's not good. It seems that the king of Jiujiang knows the location of the demon gate. Hurry up and chase. Without my permission, I'll see who among you dares to leave. What are these? Do not inhale these gases. Xiao Tiandal, you go first. I'll hold him back. Signorine. Oh, I see. Jiujiang King, it's time for us to make an end to each other. Oh. I heard that your alcoholic drink contains the blood of the holy-faced Qilin, so it seems to be true. Shut up. Is this where it is? Didn't you see the formed magic gate? Did the crow exaggerate? Prince Jiujiang, don't try to sneak attack me again. Your dynasty has come to an end. Go back to your original world for me. My king's great cause. This voice is interesting. You're still one step too late, ascetic. The ritual of the demon gate has been completed. Now no one can stop me, ha ha ha. What is this? Finished. Everything is over. Have you been tainted by the demonic aura of the demon gate so quickly? Zhao Xiaotian, that's all for you. Something's not quite right. That kid must be absorbing magic energy, right? 10,003. 10,004. 10,005. It's already this time, yet we can still break through. Is this guy still human or not? How is this possible? He has recovered again. Damn kid. We can't let him suck anymore. Oh no, he threw it at me. Zhao Xiaotian, I regret it. I should have killed you in the wild dragon forest. Don't ruin our good things. Stop it for me. Ha 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 ha, in this world, you are doomed. Is the power still not enough? Then I'll increase the power again. Let me suck. What is this TM? Something's coming over. What's going on here? The shackles of the king of Zhejiang have been untied. Let's go out quickly. Xiao Tian. My token. Old master, don't go there. It's dangerous. He, as long as there is this treasure for the next 60 years, it will still be mine. Boss, someone has come out. Very good. The little ones. Hunting time has arrived. What is the receiving unit from? Hello everyone, the sandstorm is already very strong. We need to hurry up. What? You guys are. They are not members of the Sand C4 faction. Run. Hurry up. Hey, what are you guys running for? Going back is a dead end. Master Chu. Who are you? Dare to move our 4 sect leaders, they don't want to live anymore. TSK, 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 what are crows doing? They're still keeping so many people alive. I understand. He must be sticking to his boring morality again. I also want him to make the commotion bigger so that Xiaoyao Gate can disrupt the situation. I can't move anymore. What's wrong with this guy? Since you don't want to kill him, then I'll do it for you. Leader of the gang. This guy. More dangerous than that crow. Unpalatable. Indeed, useless meat is just like pig food. Difficult to swallow. What? Loud noise. The rumored Sand Sea Guardian. Is that all? Kiyama. Elders. Don't hide here. Are you the one with the highest cultivation level? Why don't you try challenging me? Senior friend, I'm not a little girl. I'm not righteous. If you stay any longer, Zayamako might lose her life and spend this money. Finally free, sob. Got it. What is this? This guy's strength is significant, but I'll take care of him. You guys go rescue the others. Yes. It's time to go out. Isn't that the true form of that adult? What happened over there? You. Disappeared. Whose move is this that can actually kill that guy? He's not dead yet. I just used martial arts to temporarily transfer him to another place. He will be back soon. We don't have time. Elder Yang. Leave it to me. Madra. Ha ha. Puncture. Puncture. Get out of here, get out of here. If you want to survive, follow me. We are saved. It's so dangerous here. I want to go home. You are? Chinger. Senior Zian, you have mistaken me for someone else. I'm not, hee 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 hee. This little girl. Why did you get here? That's a long story. It's you guys. Yin Zhong. Not long after, everyone withdrew from the city of Shayun. A group of hundreds of people stood on a distant sand dune, watching the ancient capital slowly crumble and sink into endless darkness, buried in yellow sand. I don't know how long it has been since the sandstorm subsided. The magnificent Shayun city has disappeared without a trace. Xiaotian Shitty seems to have woken up, Senior Yin. Please take a look. Little Tianhua's situation is not good. What's wrong, Senior Yin? Didn't you say that little celestial master can recover with a little rest? What happened to you in the underground palace? Well, Xiao Tianhua has absorbed some spiritual energy from her veins, although that energy should have been digested after a period of rest. However, but there is another inflammatory and poisonous spiritual energy inside his body, and the two collide with each other. I'm afraid he will break through his body and die from the interruption of his meridians. How could this be possible? The flame poison spirit was caused by little celestial master for me. It's me who harmed little celestial master. What's wrong? Although my body is a bit sore and weak, my spiritual energy is already running very smoothly in my body. Where did it come from? The theory of two spiritual energies colliding. It's useless to say these things now, and there's only one way to save him. What method? Tell me quickly. Just to find a cold spiritual energy to enter his body and help him temporarily neutralize the inflammatory and toxic spiritual energy. But where can we find the cold spiritual energy in this scorching desert? My Jinghan sword technique cultivates the Han spiritual energy. What? That's great. Go ahead and give little Tianhua some Han spiritual energy. Oh, but how can I transfer my spiritual energy to little celestial master? Can I push my energy through the palace? Of course not, but this method doesn't work. Forget it, you can't do it. When is this? Just tell me, Senior Yin. Xiao Tian saved me from the hands of the king of Zheojiang. I am willing to do anything for Xiao Yan's younger martial brother as long as I can save him. You just need to use your mouth to deliver the spiritual energy to him. No, you are the eldest daughter of Huanghua. If you do something like this, how can you still get married? Forget it, I don't think even if Xiao Tianhua wakes up, she wouldn't want you to make such a big sacrifice for him. Destiny is so, let's go out and dig a hole to bury him, and prepare a grand funeral for him. It's also worthy of him. Pooh, I understand now. Senior Yin is avenging Chinger for threatening to break through the wine gourd before. I know Chinger dare not deliberately make things difficult for her. This worldly demon king also has today. I'll accompany her in a performance for now. No, I can't turn a blind eye to death. No big deal, no big deal. I'll marry little celestial master brother in the future. What's going on here? Wait a minute. I heard your conversation just now. Senior Shasha River. Xiao Yan'an suffered this great calamity all to save us. Now that Duke N is in trouble, we also need to contribute our efforts. Output. Elder Shay, please don't cause any trouble. I have already checked and there is only one way to save little Tianhua that you can't help with. No. I feel ashamed to say that although I was born and grew up in the desert all my life, since I came out of my mother's womb, my physical constitution has belonged to the Een 8 characters, which is also a number ranging from Een to cold. The spiritual energy being controlled happens to be the Een and cold chi that little Tian En Gong needs. Let me take over the important task of saving Xiao Yan'an, the ancient female hero. Do you want me to be with that old man in the bedroom? Oh no, I'd rather die. Xiao Tian En Gong, I will take good care of you. Wait a minute, Elder Shay. You are so old and highly respected among the guardians of the tomb. Saving little Tianhua requires that kind of mouth-to-mouth connection. I'm afraid this will damage your face. You can't compromise your reputation for a lifetime. Ha ha ha, just a nominal old man. At this age, I have long been indifferent. This matter should not be delayed. Xiao Yan'an, the old master, has arrived. Little Tianshi, why did you wake up? I haven't delivered spiritual energy to you yet. Why are you? That one. My master taught me a method of condensing chi into ice before, so the inflammatory and toxic spiritual energy in my body has been suppressed by myself and it doesn't matter anymore. How come I didn't know that our Xiaoyao sect has this technique of condensing gas into ice? Just in case, let Senior Een take your pulse for you. Juvenile. This is Shimai, right? When did you wake up? I like you, big-headed ghost, old man. Didn't you know earlier? You're still pretending. Ha ha ha, the man on the left, the woman on the right, and the old man made a mistake. Well, sure enough, you're fine now. You have extraordinary talent, little Tianhua. You really impress me. What did I do? Why are you so talented and impressed? Xiao Tian En Gong, it would be best if you had nothing to do. We, the guardians of the Sanxi Mausoleum, have been guarding this place for 300 years to prevent the resurrection of the Prince of Zhejiang. Through this battle, Duke N, you have completely solved the disaster of the King of Zhejiang, which can be considered as liberating our clan from the curse. A lift of a hand. Isn't it just beating up a weak version of the King of Zhejiang? They also look up to me too much. This is the body and soul of King Zhejiang. But the demon seed on him has disappeared. It's hard to guarantee that you'll be used by those people again if you stay here. Come out with us. By the way, when En Gong was unconscious, the leaders of the 4 factions of Shanghai came to visit you. They said that the kindness of saving lives will be repaid as a gushing spring in the future, and the beggars sect also said. Nodding. Nodding. As for us tomb guards, I don't know what we need to do to repay you. You guys, let me think. You guys just... Why do you feel a little dizzy? Forget it. Let's talk about it when I wake up. En Gong. Xiao Tian. I really fainted this time. It seems that little Tianhua has gone through too much along the way, both mentally and physically exhausted. The environment here is harsh. We need to quickly bring him back to Shaoyao Mountain for recuperation. Large. The 2 elders have important matters to attend to and cannot travel together. Please forgive me, Senior. No problem. At this moment, Een Zhong's biggest concern is still the demonic energy inside Zhao Xiaoyan's body, although for some unknown reason, the demonic energy did not wreak havoc inside Zhao Xiaoyan's body. But in his opinion, the demonic aura inside Zhao Xiaoyan's body is like a ticking time bomb that cannot be predicted to explode at any time. As the ascetic of the kingdom, it is necessary for him to prevent the worst outcome from happening. After a few hours, Sanlong returned to the ground of Shayun King City. But at this time, the royal city had already been buried by sand and soil. Also buried were his hundreds of elites. There are still people. Following closely behind, the crow also returned to the ground. Unlike the azure wolf, this battle. The crow recognized Zhao Xiaoyan's strength. Stupid plan. If the situation changes, follow me to see those 4 adults. What is going on? Zhao Xiaotian, I don't believe you can still manipulate magic energy. At this moment, there is 1 remaining demonic energy in the crow's body. On the other side, Zhao Xiaotian has 100 remaining demonic qi in his body. Spiritual energy remaining 999. Xiaoyao Gate. That's how it went. Terrified. I can't believe it. Thank you, Brother Ain, for bringing them back. Actually, I should thank that kid. If it weren't for him, I'm afraid even I would be affected this time. Even him. He must be self-deprecating. He must be self-deprecating. Shen Piaofeng, your disciple's situation is a bit special. I thought he was just someone who didn't fall into the golden body. How could there be anything else? Well, this one. Actually, even Shen Piaofeng himself doesn't know. My disciple, from the very beginning of his cultivation, was like a wild horse that had taken off its reins, completely exceeding his expectations. Absorbing spiritual energy without any hesitation. Practicing martial arts is as simple as eating and drinking water. And this time, he even absorbed the demonic energy without any traces of erosion. His physique has completely transcended the non-falling golden body recognized by martial artists and is more like one of the 8 sacred bodies. As for what it is unknown due to insufficient records. Brother Ain, please stay here for a while. Okay, I'm also a bit worried and want to check on Xiaoyan's situation. Junior brother. Sauce pig trotters. What? Jiang, you big-headed ghost. Senior brother, I am kind enough to take care of you. You are a dog, so just hold my hand and nibble on it. Give me a break. It's not pig trotters. Sorry, second senior brother. Brother stupid pig, aren't your hands just pig hooves? You demons. I need to see my senior sister. To avoid leaving any tooth marks. Senior brother, it's still the same. By the way, brother stupid pig, please go along and tell the sect leader that Master Xiaotian has woken up, so they don't have to worry anymore. Got it. This stupid pig's senior brother is even happier seeing Xiaotian wake up than seeing himself injured. 3 days have passed in the blink of an eye. Everything that happens in the northern desert feels like a dream. Well, there's no sense of realism. Junior sister, how did I get back to Xiaoyao Mountain? Didn't we stay at the camp of the Sand Sea Guardian before? Xiaotian, why did you come out? Go back quickly. It was Senior Ain who brought us back. Well, the senior said you were weak and not suitable for recuperation in the desert, so he brought you back. You've been sleeping for 3 days and 3 nights already. Really? It's been 3 days now. You've been taking care of me for the past 3 days, senior sister. Not all of them have been seen by senior brothers and sisters either. Besides, you saved me again. I can't just do nothing, can I? Is this girl being shy? Just right to tease her. Junior brother, wouldn't he take advantage of no one touching junior sister? No way. I need to go back and take a look. Xiaotian, have you been lying down for so long? Are you hungry? It seems a bit. Then I'll get you something to eat. Wait, that little senior sister. Do you know what I like to eat? What do you like to eat? I like to stare at you foolishly. What's this saying? Junior sister can be hooked. Zhao Xiaotian, you hate it. Wokeo Nyopi can still play like this. I'll give it a try too. After a moment, 000. Senior sister, you're here. Hey, this is Senior brother. Senior brother, what's wrong with you? How could you be injured like this? Don't pay attention to him. He brought it upon himself. There's so much time for him to come and ask me what he likes to eat instead of practicing. How do I know what he likes to eat? BYHY, and I don't want to know either. Seeing him like this makes me angry. Senior brother promised me not to eavesdrop in my next life. This water is too deep for you to grasp. Oh, wow. What are you talking about? It's so lively. Master Ain, Senior. Xiaotian, we need to find you for something. Come to me if you need anything. Xiaoyao exploration technique. What's going on? Why are there three? In addition to the inner alchemy possessed by every martial artist, Xiaoshan Huahua also has 2 beads condensed with inflammatory poison and demonic energy. The magic he sucked is right here. Master Ain, what's wrong with me? No, it's nothing. Once someone finds out about the magic bead inside the little celestial body, even as someone like me, it's hard to guarantee that little Sky won't be excluded. Being a teacher was just a bit unexpected. I didn't expect you to just step into Woling when you went. When I come back, I will already be at the advanced level of martial spirit. Well done, Xiaotian. What junior brother is already a high-level martial spirit? How long did Zhu Yuan cultivate before Zhao Xiaotian? He is only a half-step general now, and Zhao Xiaotian has not been exposed to martial arts for more than 3 months. Next time, won't it be? Grip tightly. Master, I'll go back to practice first. I will go too. I also. Oh, by the way, Xiaotian, this is for you. Senior Ain, I don't drink alcohol. What are you thinking, kid? Ordinary people want to drink, but I'm not willing to give it to them. What do you think this is? Jiao King. Oh, what a cute little brother. Let me pinch it. Senior Ain, please stop him. The Jiao King is full of cunning and his senior brother is in danger. Senior Ain, what is going on here? He is no longer the former king of Jiao. Or in other words, he is the true king of Jiao. What? Being so dull is not fun at all. AI Fei. What? Does this guy still have strength? AI Fei, let me hug you. That's broken. Senior sister, be careful. What did you just call me? AI Fei, why are you doing so fast? Let me hug you. That night, the king of Jiao felt the love and care from Bailinger towards him. AI Fei, please don't. My king, I didn't expect such a small guy to be just a libertine. Make disciples lively and vigorous. This kid is very sophisticated. Just plain thick-skinned, right? After losing the demon seed in his body, the fierce Jiao king regained his childlike temperament and became one with Zhao Xiaotian and others. At this moment, an unwelcome guest is slowly approaching from within the Xiaoyao gate. Senior brother. How are you? You lost, willing to gamble and accept defeat. Tell me where Zhao Xiaotian lives. Isn't Zhao Xiaotian the disciple of the sect leader who has been thriving recently? Girl. This is the important place of Xiaoyao sect. Even if you know the disciples of the inner sect, you should at least tell us your identity, right? Oh, haven't I talked about it yet? Zhao Jinglu reached the pinnacle of martial arts cultivation. Sunset Island Zhao family Zhao Jinglu. Xiao Tian, although you are now a high-level martial spirit, you cannot be proud. Wuling is just the beginning. In Xiaoyao Gate, it's nothing. You need to stabilize your cultivation as soon as possible now. The disciple understands. Loud and noisy. Loud and noisy. This is it. Go wrong. Miss, this is Xiaoyao Gate and you are not allowed to enter without permission. I'm sure you got lost while coming up the mountain to learn or visit, right? I am currently the second disciple of the Xiaoyao sect, known as the Jade-Faced Panin and Zhu Yuaneng. Let me lead the way for the girl. No need. I'm here to find Zhao Xiaotian. Where did the junior brother owe the promiscuous debt? Junior brother is looking for you. Where are the strange people? Are you Shen Piaofeng, Xiaotian's master? I've heard so much about you. My little Tian is taken care of by you. My little Tian. Who is this woman? I am Xiaotian's master. It's true that I don't know whose daughter the girl is from. Why come looking for a bad disciple? I am Zhao Xiaotian's fiancé AE. What? Xiao Xiaotian's fiancé AE. Are you lying? What are you doing here, Sister Tong 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 Jinglu? Grandpa, is he okay? How many letters have you replied to from home? Grandpa is very healthy. Without you, there are fewer troubles in your family. That's right. No wonder you don't even go home to visit your grandfather, Xiao Tian. So it was the stunning beauty of Xiaoyao Gate who tied your feet. Where are I and my two senior sisters so pure? Pure or impure, what you say doesn't count. Come in and have a chat, two of you. Sister Jinglu, this is a misunderstanding. There's nothing between us. Who is this woman, Xiao Tian? Do you really have an engagement? Junior sister, please don't cause any trouble. Whisper softly. That's right, the white background and black characters were also admitted by Mr. Zhao himself. What, junior brother? You already have a wife, are you still saying those things to me? Junior sister, listen to me explain. What does he often say to other girls? No, Jinglu's sister, actually. Could it be those words? Did Xiao Tian also tell senior sister? Hello, where do I have it? In this way, the three of them reached a consensus through intense discussions between each other and each other. All sorts of gossip. Sure enough, I knew it. Intense discussion. Damn it. In the end, they unanimously agreed that the man in front of them was a completely unreliable scumbag who had to ride multiple boats. Scumbag. Scumbag. Wait, why are you pointing the finger at me? It's not you guys. Let me explain. There's nothing left to explain at this point. Xiao Tian, I will stay here for a while. If you continue to indulge in beauty and delay your cultivation, I will consult with Grandpa to see you off the mountain. What's all this about? I just started to make some progress. Don't do this kind of thing. Miss Zhao, I'll take you to the side room of our Xiaoyao Palace. Good job, Miss Bai. Is this the fiancé AE? Do you have a fiancé AE, Prince Jiujiang? My fiancé AE is my beloved concubine, and I have no fiancé AE. Where are Master and Senior drunken? Who are you calling an alcoholic, kid? There was a period when I was young as a teacher. No, why do you ask this? Because I was expelled from my clan since I was young, the term fiancé AE seems to have only been heard of among some distinguished junior brothers. Yuan Neng. It seems that as a teacher, I also need to give you some opportunities. Opportunity refers to. Senior brother, I have been ordered by my master to walk with you. There are many monsters on the road. You will definitely protect us, right? Brain compensation picture. How can you agree? Thank you, Master. It's not early. I'll go back and prepare now. Hurried. Is this kid so excited? As a teacher, although I can't arrange linger for you, the flowers inside the door can still be arranged freely. It seems that this kid is not picky about food either. Let's go back to Xiaotian. Rest well. It's a respectful farewell to the master. You ending residence. I can be alone with my junior sister tomorrow and can't sleep. What should I say? By the way, can't Xiaotian cultivate after just absorbing spiritual energy? It will cause trouble. But since he was injured, he probably wouldn't have gotten up to practice, would he? I overthinked it. Let's go to sleep. And at this moment, Xiaotian stayed up all night because he didn't want to go down the mountain. The second day. Xiaotian, are you awake? Yesterday, I saw that you had an injury that hasn't healed yet. I boiled some soup medicine for you to replenish your body. I'm coming in. Call. If Sister Jinglu sees me like this, I'm dead. Ah, you are. I'm just a passerby. I'm sorry. What are you talking about? That person probably came over for the night by Xiaotian, right? Being overtaken by others. Speaking of which, the reason why I'm avoiding Sister Jinglu is not because of any sense of shame. Actually, Sister Jinglu is not from our Zhao family. I heard from my grandfather that she was brought back by my father who disappeared many years ago during his outdoor training. Hey old man, take care of this girl for you. Because she was smart and obedient from a young age, she gave her surname Zhao and arranged a baby relationship with me. From a young age, she regarded me as the next head of the family and took care of me, claiming to be my fiancée AE, just to repay the Zhao family's nurturing of her. It's not easy to handle it because she values love so much. I'd rather find a place to practice first. What's that noise? Senior Aineen, why are you here? Little doll. I am becoming increasingly interested in your physique. Come with me. Senior Ain, where are we going? You'll know when you arrive that your master is waiting for you. Master is waiting for me. So there is such a place inside Xiaoyao Gate. This is the Xianling Valley of Xiaoyao Gate, where the leaders of Xiaoyao Gate have slept for generations. Isn't this the forbidden area of Xiaoyao Gate, Senior Ain? How could you know about this place if you're not a member of Xiaoyao Gate? That's why I said I have a connection with Xiaoyuman. In the past, our mainland was not always peaceful. Demons from other worlds often harassed us. 3,000 years ago, a powerful figure created the great formation of sealing demons, which temporarily put an end to the war in this world. But recently, the power of that formation has weakened, and those demon cubs in Changya have somehow used some means to reconnect with the monsters in that world. And the Xianling Mountain Valley of Xiaoyao Gate is exactly one of the pillars of that grand formation back then. No wonder that's why you and the master came here to check. This is one of them, but there are other purposes for inviting you here. The magic gate is about to open. Maybe 6 months. Maybe 3 months. No one can stop it anymore. By then, this continent may face another bloody storm. Xiaotian is going out as a teacher for a while, and the 3 of you will be taken care of by Brother Yin. Hey master, are you going out again? You rewrite. But this time as a teacher, I'm going to ask some experts for help. Half a year later, there will be a grand competition among clans within the kingdom. You and your senior brothers and sisters are both required to participate. But how can I participate like this, master? Don't worry, Brother Yin will find a way. Hey, I didn't say that. But master, with my strength. I can't refuse, otherwise I'll tell your fiancé AE about this. I will wait for you in the capital of the kingdom in 6 months. You three must achieve the top 3. All right, Brother Ain, they'll leave it to you. Well, if it's not early, you should leave earlier. Very good. Shen Piaofeng's decision at this critical moment is not for the sake of those empty names. He just wants to use the sect's power to enhance his disciples' self-protection ability and cope with possible future events. At that time, any strong person on this continent will be particularly important because it could be their strength in resisting the demon gate. Let's go, little doll. As your master said, there are still many areas that you haven't carved yet. Yes. With the departure of Shen Piaofeng, the strange movements inside the Xiaoyao gate also emerged. Zhu Yuanning, who is currently executing a task. What's going on with these monsters? Why are they all running to the outskirts of the back mountain? Ah, junior sister. Damn. You're making me angry. There must be some reason for the sudden rampage of Warcraft. Ah. I haven't met my senior sister this morning, so I wonder how she's doing. Worried about Bai Linger's safety, Zhu Yuan hurriedly left after completing the task. Wait, senior brother. At this moment, elders have built a large formation on the border of Xiaoyao Gate to defend against the rebellious beasts. Search around. Yuan Neng, come and help Uncle Shi. Here we go. This is not where you should be. You have more important things to do, come with me. Drunken Senior. Hey, wait a minute. I already have it here. Yin Zhong is getting better and better with just one hand forming a formation. Hey, old wine ghost, quickly put me down. I have already explained the matter to you. Now not only your other disciples are also receiving guidance from their master, but your situations are special. Your master entrusted you to me. But you all have your own talents, so I need to train you in different ways. Different methods. First of all, I heard that you were born with a sword body. So what? Innate sword body, also known as Toneling sword body, you can use one move of 10,000 swords to return to the sect and take a look. What is Wanjian Guizong? Wanjian Guizong doesn't know anything about how you usually cultivate. Have you not been able to crack that set of sword techniques in Xiaoyumen for so many years? Hey, who do you look down upon as an alcoholic? How could our Xiaoyao sect not know this sword technique? So you're actually using one. Ah, this one. It seems that Shen Piaofeng's understanding of swordsmanship is still almost non-existent. Who let the sword ancestor of Xiaoyao Gate choose me back then? Okay, since I'm back at Xiaoyao Gate today, it's fate. This move of returning 10,000 swords to the sect, starting today, I will return them to your Xiaoyao Gate. Watch it out, kid. There is a peak on Xiaoyao Mountain called Sanjin Peak. Any disciple in the sect who crosses the martial spirit has the opportunity to climb the mountain peak and seek spiritual swords, among which there are countless hidden swords. This is Wanjian Guizong was obtained by Yin Zhong during his martial arts practice at Xiaoyao Gate. Those are the swords of Sanjin Peak. I can't say everything, but there are still 9 out of 10. Almost done. I can't guarantee that they won't be injured by sword chi if we keep going. Collect. I am not born with a sword body, but I can still adjust so many swords. If it's really a natural sword body, let alone the hidden sword peak. The swords of the entire continent, whether owned or not, will obey orders and fly thousands of miles. May I ask if you are learning or not? I apologize for my words earlier. I hope Senior Haihan can teach me a lot about this trick. Ha ha ha, can you teach me? Since I said I would teach you, I will naturally teach you. Bring it over. Oh, what? The object wielded by those born with a sword body is not the blade, but the sword heart. The invisible object that the sword heart slays is the invisible object. If you want to use the heart of your sword to chop things, you must temporarily hand over the sword in your hand to me. Yes. Unexpectedly, that old boy Shin Piaofeng handed over this sword to him. And you, Xiaoyao Fairy by Linger. Senior. You have the strength of a mid-level warrior at a young age. You should already be considered a prodigy among ordinary people, right? It's really good. The training I'll give you will be simpler. Senior Ain, thank you for your comfort. I have self-awareness. Senior sister, what's going on? Senior sister, what's going on? My two junior brothers are both holy bodies, and it's no wonder that Zhao Xiaotian, this demon, doubts my own strength. I didn't lie to you. Although your master's qualifications are not average, in the generation of people back then, whether it was Gu Yuan or your elder, their qualifications were all stronger than Shin Piaofeng's. But now there's only him above the King of War. Although your junior brothers are not simple, as a free-spirited fairy, you are not inferior to them either. They will have to rely more on you in the future. Can you do it? Senior sister of Xiaoyao Gate. That day, as the most untouchable being among the future three immortals, Bai Linger regained her long-lost confidence. Moving towards true strength. Of course, I was impolite. I don't know what kind of training the senior just mentioned. Well, this one. Truly worthy of being Shin Piaofeng's great disciple, the demon was removed so quickly. Since the demon has been eliminated, regular training is indeed insufficient. That's the only way. This is Xiaoyao Sword. Senior Yin, you made a mistake. Xiaoyao Sword is the most entry-level sword technique in Xiaoyao sect. It's the most basic skill, but it's also the most destructive martial art in the Xiaoyao sect. Hundreds of years ago, there was a sect leader surnamed Zhang who dominated the world with a set of entry-level Xiaoyao swords. Although there isn't much time left, I want you to start practicing from scratch. Can you do it? Is this really useful? I'll try. Although Bai Linger didn't quite believe how powerful the Xiaoyao sword was, she still sat down and started practicing it again. And Zhu Yuanning was arranged to the other side of the valley, learning to condense sword heart and split waterfall. As for you, Xiaotian. The long-awaited gaze. This kid has magic beads in his body. If they affect his mind, it will be a nightmare for the entire kingdom. So we need to be extra cautious about his cultivation. You stay in the valley and don't go anywhere during your time. Oh, hey. But in the following days, Yin Zhong soon realized that he was wrong. First, finish practicing the Xiaoyao sword. First, condense the sword's core. Senior Yin seems to have a voice talking to me. What? How long has it been? It's been a long time. Although I am puzzled by Xiao Tian's body in every way possible. But after several days of observation, it was found that Xiao Yan's body was not seriously injured. Finally, a month later, in order not to let Xiao Tian affect the cultivation of Bai and Zhu, he left the valley and returned to his own residence, already restored to its original body. Internal environment. I asked why there has been an increase in spiritual power consumption recently. So it turned out that they raised you two damn things. 3 days later. Who is the woman who stayed overnight in your room in Xiaotian? Why isn't she knocking on the door? Jinglu, I don't have anyone here either. Did you read it wrong? Why did Sister Jinglu suddenly come to Xiaoyao Gate? I returned to my family from Lingyun sect and learned that you were sent to Xiaoyao Gate by your grandfather, so I came to see you. Oh, I forgot that Sister Jinglu is still a saint of Lingyun sect. Since you have also seen the person, if there is nothing else, you can go back to your family or Lingyun sect. You're driving me away. Don't be quiet, Sister Lu. You also know that my talent is not high. What if I don't work harder? I don't want to be kidnapped again. What are you afraid of? With me by your side, I will protect you. Anyway, Sister Jinglu, you should go back first. That's how you want me to leave. Xiaotian, you can't train anything here anyway. Why don't you come back with me? With me by your side, you can at least keep an eye on me. But what if I don't? This is the first time he has confronted me since his parents went missing. You can also drive me away if you want. Defeat me. Sister Jinglu is serious. Since it is so, be careful, Sister Jinglu. I am already a martial spirit. Wu Ling. How long have you been here? Let's just show off. Alas. You call the cultivation level of this aura Wu Ling. Is the martial spirit realm of Xiaoyao Gate different from that of Lingyun sect? Flame poison and magic weapons cannot be used, otherwise it will harm Sister Jinglu. Then I'll use my physical body. Disappeared. Xiaotian, do you think you can win just by brute force? You're too naive. Sister Jinglu, you underestimate me too much. What? Doesn't Sister Jinglu have spiritual energy to protect her body? How could she? Jinglu, are you okay? She's injured. I'm all right. It's an old problem. Just take a break. Is there a place with abundant spiritual energy inside Xiaotian Xiaoyao Gate? Does Sister Jinglu want to absorb spiritual energy to heal her wounds? Wait for me for a moment. Wait. Xiaotian, there's a reason why you want to drive me away even if I'm seriously injured, right? Can you please tell me? What's the reason? Of course, it's because women only affect the speed at which I draw my knife. You're lying. You already knew your talent was not bad, right? When did it start? Not letting me stay here is also because it would be very dangerous here. From childhood to adulthood, you have never been able to hide anything from me. Don't ask, Jinglu. I don't know what you're talking about. Poor talent was told to me by my master. He's a respected person and wouldn't lie to me. Although I don't know what he wants to do. But if it's not a bad thing, then let him do it. It's time for me to go back. 10 years ago, when I first crossed over to this world, I once met someone. He claims to be me in the future timeline. As soon as they met, he talked incessantly. In the future, you will join the Xiaoyao Gate. As soon as you enter, you will be the proud son of heaven. Within a month, you will awaken the Holy Eucharist. Your senior sister admires you, and your senior brother's inner demons are being used to turn against you. But in the end, they all died, and your master Shen Piaofeng's fear was caused by your strength. In this life, you can't be smart on your own and don't show off in the face of danger. There are two places you must go to. One is the Jiujiang Treasury, and the other is the Zhu family sword tomb. I have never been to these two places in my life, which ultimately led to the situation being completely out of control. What are you talking about? What future me? I have already done a lot of work, and the timeline has shifted. You don't have a choice now. That person told me that in his lifetime, Yin Zhong had already died in battle, and his master Shen Piaofeng did not go to gather the strong. Elder Gu was killed by the delicate work inside the Xiaoyao Gate, and Gu Qinger also died in the secret realm. The future holy bodies of the Buddhist sect will arrive at the desolate dragon forest one day and be harmed by the long night, resulting in the failure to gather all 8 holy bodies in the future. But everything in this life has changed. Where did you get these rare spirit cores, Xiao Tian? Sister Jinglu, do you think these are enough? I still have them. I only have a few 3 or 4-star Spirit King spirit cores per year in Lingyun sect, but here. Even if this Xiaoyao sect is wealthy and powerful, they can't do this, can they? Alas. Since you're determined to stay at Xiaoyao Gate, I don't have much to say. Take good care of yourself. Leave these spirit cores to me for safekeeping. Come find me when you return home to the clan one day. After all, I will be the one in charge of the household in the future. Wait, Sister Jinglu, your injury hasn't happened yet. Don't worry, you can't hurt me yet. I was just testing you earlier. Practice well and don't disappoint Grandpa. Yes. As Zhao Jinglu descended the mountain and the days on Xiaoyao Mountain returned to calm, Xiaotian's cultivation became even crazier. Strangely speaking, according to the number of days in the week of Xiaoyao Ju, upgrading to a general is already more than enough. Why does cultivation not see growth? I can't eat hot tofu in a hurry. Let's practice for another 2 days and see. 2 days later. Is it really my talent that hasn't grown yet? The more you use the spirit core, the less it will be refined. If you want to improve your cultivation level, you probably cannot do without elixirs. But even if it's a pill, it can't be continuously supplied to me. Even if I exchange my contribution points for pills, it won't last long. Unless I can refine pills myself to nourish the Tao. Alchemy. Practice. Dual sales. Material science. But it's already late today. Let's go to the pill hall tomorrow and have a look. The second day. Danielle Hall. Look, junior sister, this pill is very suitable for you. Really, senior brother Yi. 3,881 resident pills. What? Hey, you'll buy it from me, right? The pills here are really complete. I don't know if I can find someone to teach me alchemy. Disciple of the Dan Ding Society branch of Xiaoyao Gate. This junior brother is very shy. Is this his first time buying pills? Strange people have appeared. That's right, senior brother. I have several pills made by top alchemists in the alchemy hall. I wonder if you're interested. The medicine of the top alchemist in Danielle Hall. That's right, junior brother. You're someone who understands elixirs. I'll sell it to you at a cheaper price. Oh, everything from the golden creation pill to the advancement pill is available. Are all the alchemists from Xiaoyao sect who have entered the level so skilled? However, compared to the elixir I obtained from the secret realm, it's almost meaningless. Is there anything else? This one is. This is what a mediocre alchemist commissioned us to sell. After appraisal, it has not yet been classified as a grade, so it is not highly recommended. Junior brother, why don't you take a look at the others? No, that's it. I'll give you another 100,000 contribution points. Can you recommend this person to me? VIP. A few quarters of an hour later. Hello Ding Jian, someone has bought your elixir. Can you come out and see me? No one responded. Strange, no one. It seems that big shots have temperaments. Sorry, I have something else to do at the pill hall, so I'll go back first. Please forgive me, junior brother. No problem, senior brother. Let's go back first. In ancient times, there was Ji Han's uncle, San Gu, the prime minister, who lived in a thatched cottage. Today, Xiaotian waited in front of a thatched hut for 3 days in search of the path of alchemy. Finally, on the evening of the 3rd day, someone sang a mountain song on the eastern slope. In turbulent times, mountains, rivers, and city gates are broken through. Golden spears, iron horses, heavenly realms, moonlight, people, yin and yang, and the city is said to be inhabited by people from different generations. Who is not fully satisfied with alcohol? Stop. You are the person who bought my pill a few days ago. Kid, you have a good eye for things. You are Master Ding Jian Ding. The master can't be considered as just knowing some shallow elixir techniques. I am following the ancient alchemy method of using heaven and earth as the alchemy furnace to refine all things into pills. Creating something out of nothing is called void alchemy. Void alchemy. Great. It turns out that the master doesn't even need an alchemy furnace to directly cultivate qi and become Dan. Either this world or the spiritual energy of the alchemy furnace is the elixir. No wonder the elixir I saw that day contained the spiritual energy of heaven and earth, which was different from others. Let's go in and chat. Please. I see. Do you want to learn alchemy? Okay, I'll teach you. Really? However, this void alchemy can only refine elixirs that are not of high quality. I only studied it because it has ornamental value. Why don't you reconsider? Spectacular refers to pedestrians shouting wow during alchemy, and it's very pretentious to become a pill in just 1 second. No, I have to learn this. I can give you money. That's not the problem. Never mind, since he can see the difference in that pill, it's fate. Fortunately, he doesn't know me either. It's okay to teach him. Xiaotian, listen carefully. If you want to refine pills, you need to think carefully about your own alchemy path. What is your alchemy path for wealth or fame? To become stronger. Calculated but cannot be calculated. Since ancient times, it has been said that alchemy and martial arts cannot be practiced simultaneously. To become an alchemist, one must relinquish their identity as a warrior. And if a warrior can refine pills, it exceeds everyone's understanding. What I want to pass on to you is a Dan Dao called non-toxic. Make you the first person in the world to practice both alchemy and martial arts. No one has succeeded in the past. If you fail, all the martial arts you have learned before may fall short. Can you afford such a cost? If I were to lose all my martial arts skills and only focus on alchemy in this lifetime. It's not impossible either. Ha ha ha, Zhao Xiaotian, you're really crazy. For my appetite. Since I want to learn, I will pass on to you all the alchemy I have learned for over 30 years. How long has Master Ding lived for over 30 years? You can't guess. At this moment, the other side of the pill hall. Dan Yao Tang disciple. What you said is true. The disciple witnessed with his own eyes that someone had bought the useless pill and went to meet him with people from the Dan Ding Society. Lu Bo, Deputy Hall Master of Danyao Hall. Ding Jian, you haven't been active for 30 years. I thought you had become more honest, but I didn't expect you to have a hidden hand. Master, he's really causing a big trouble. What's he up to? Do you recognize the buyer? Never. He should be a disciple who has just started learning in recent years. The new disciple may not be familiar with the quality of the elixir, but they accidentally stumbled upon it. Please wait and see for a while. Do not startle snakes with grass. Yes. The fire used in alchemy is the convergence of spiritual power. And the spiritual energy in this air is also different. For example, the fire spirit in the fire spirit secret realm. The water spirit in the mirage of rivers. The wood spirit in the thick forest of the back mountain. The golden spirit on Sanjian Peak. Today, when you go back, you should start by sensing the attributes of these spiritual spirits. I remember connecting to the back mountain nearby should be able to sense the wood spirit. Presbyterian Church. What's going on? Why did the main peak suddenly have a gathering of wood attribute spiritual energy? Has a natural treasure with wood properties been born? Mulong Secret Realm. Go to see. Damn it, this spiritual energy has gathered. However, who can tell me how to make pills? I can't hold on anymore. Has this kid reached his limit? Master Ding Jian. Xiao Tian, I want you to sense spiritual energy. Why did you start alchemy directly? Where is your spiritual power? Compress all the spiritual energy towards the center. Compress towards the center with spiritual power. No, the spiritual energy is backfiring. This is the inevitable practice of both alchemy and martial arts. Listen and use inner energy to resist these spiritual energies. Remember the position of your meridians, protect those main meridians before they strike. If you fail again, you will be cut off from martial arts. Insulate with martial arts. Are you kidding? This is. What's going on? The spiritual energy has disappeared. It's unbelievable that this void alchemy even took me over 10 years to comprehend before I could become a pill. This kid comprehended it in one night. It looks like it's not over yet. The fragrance of Dan fills the air. That's Danwen. How is it possible to use the void alchemy technique to refine elixirs of different quality? A pill pattern is for the same product, and the appearance of a pill pattern indicates that the pill has entered the product. Another one. No, there's one more. After this repetition, the scent of the pill finally stabilized after condensing into the fifth pill pattern. And by the time Xiao Tian realized it, Ding Jian was no longer inside the house. What is the chief alchemist of Xiaoyumen? Go back and tell your master that what he and I are fighting for is just a facade. The future of Xiaoyao Gate belongs to those little monsters. Dan Yao Tang disciple. The next day, before dawn, Xiao Tian went out. Master, thank you for your help last night. Let's go. Your alchemy has already started, it's up to you from now on. After thanking Ding Jian, Xiao Tian arrived at the Valley of the Long Future. How have you been lately, little doll? Senior Yin, what's going on? Your senior brother showed signs of breaking through the generals after acquiring the sword heart and 10,000 swords and returning to the sect. I'm afraid he might act too quickly and get into a demon, so I'm here to protect him. Senior brother, are you going to break through? Little doll, your aura has changed a lot recently, haven't you made some breakthroughs? I can't hide anything from Senior. I don't know if the Senior has heard of the dual cultivation of Dan and Wu. The dual cultivation of Dan and Wu does not use the same cultivation method at all. What do you want me to say? If someone says that to you, it must be a scam. Demons and monsters, I have traveled to the mainland for decades and have never seen such alchemy before. At this moment, Dan is sure it's not a trick. The spiritual energy here is not refined enough, so I can only refine one level 1 promotion pill. Is this helpful for senior brother's cultivation? The elixirs that can enter the market are all top grade, but their medicinal power is related to the ability of the alchemist. The medicinal power of this pill is very pure, you can give it a try. Take. Wow, even upgrading 2 levels is only one step away from becoming a mid-level general. The spiritual power inside this pill is even purer than I imagined. Congratulations, senior brother, for breaking through the ranks of generals. Junior brother, when did you come? How are you doing lately? After a brief exchange of pleasantries. It seems that the variables of the Demon Gate incident have already occurred. We have another chance of winning. But it's still far from enough. Since your sword embryo has become this sword, Xiaozhu Dal, I will return it to its rightful owner. Let's find a place to test your sword embryo cultivation level. Is it possible to test the level of sword cultivation? You rewrite. The place with the most spiritual weapons and sharp blades hidden inside Xiaoyao Gate is the Sword Peak. Stop. Who are you? If there is no sect leader token in the heavily guarded Sword Peak ahead, do not approach. Do I count the token as a disciple? The sect leader personally passed on the disciple's order. Not counted. Why is it so fierce if it's not considered? The rules of this hidden Sword Peak haven't changed for hundreds of years. Let me do it. This can be considered a token of trust. Master's order. Seeing orders is like seeing the sect leader. Disciple pays respects to the sect leader. Why did that old kid Shen Piaofeng give me the headmaster's order? This is going to make me the acting head. Still unreliable as always. Let's go. You go report to the peak leader that someone has gone up the mountain with the leader's signal. Li Chunfeng, the leader of Zhangjian Peak. There are 3 people carrying the sect leader's signal up the mountain. Got it, go ahead. Oh, hey. Did the Peak Master forget about the sword that almost flew away from the hidden Sword Peak a while ago? But the Peak owner. I said I got it. The visitor is Uncle Ing, the ascetic of the kingdom. There are also 2 disciples of the sect leader and senior uncle. You don't have to say, I will also go. Yes. What are they doing here with a natural sword body and a 3-month martial spirit? I hope you won't cause any trouble here. Zhangjian Peak Inner Mountain. How many years has it been? My fate with Xiaoyumen is not yet fulfilled. Senior, should we go in? You have already taken the sword here, so don't go in and disturb our ancestors' sleep. You can release your sword embryo here and resonate with the hidden Sword Peak divine weapon with the heart sword of the sword embryo to see how many swords can be triggered. Senior, how can you resonate with the divine weapon with the sword body heart sword? I don't know. Do you understand with care? Care. Senior, are you sure you're not fooling me? Uncle Yin's intention is for you to use your sword heart to trigger resonance among the swords in this sword pool. If your sword embryo realm is in place, there will be divine weapons and sharp blades for you to use. This is returning to the sect with a heart wielding 10,000 swords. A handsome guy who looks a bit familiar has appeared. Walking without wind seems like a master. 40 years ago, the disciple was admitted to the Xiaoyao sect and was fortunate enough to receive guidance from Master Ying. Do you remember me, Master? You are? May your sword light and cold sweep the Dragon Kingdom under your waist. You are Li Chunfeng, the young man who once defeated the weak. Now I am on my own. You are Li Chunfeng. Exactly. Okay, kid. When I saw you had a strong swordsmanship, I casually said something. I didn't expect you to remember me now. If it weren't for the guidance and kindness from my senior uncle back then, there wouldn't be Li Chunfeng today. Now that time has passed, I have become the leader of Zhangjian Peak. The young master of the hidden Sword Peak must be very skilled in swordsmanship, right? Xiao Tian Yuan, come and meet your Uncle Li soon. I have met Uncle Li. I have heard of the names of 2 master nephews for a long time, but I don't know why they came today. It's like this, we're currently at this moment, outside the hidden Sword Peak. Is that sword really hidden here, sir? It's not wrong. The undercover agent sent to Xiaoman earlier investigated here for several months to confirm that the rumors were true. Long Night Blood Rat. Top-grade magical tool with 6 desires candlestick. Before leaving, I asked Facia to calculate that this trip was a good fortune. The Flying Scorpion Lord has confirmed that it must be correct. Don't speak too early. This Xiaoyao gate still has some strength. For the dominance of the Lord and those adults, I must clear these obstacles. Hello, who are you guys? This is the important location of Tsangjin Peak. Please leave. There's no reason to leave empty-handed when you're here. The blood rat of the courtiers offered sacrifices for the arrival of our Lord. God bless the sky and praise the long night. What's going on with that person? He actually bypassed the perception of the sect formation and used such a bloody move. This dangerous person. I need to inform the elder immediately. Oh, why is there still a fish that missed the net here? Be good, or Lord Bloodrat will get angry. He's really scary when he gets angry. Have they all been resolved? No danger of anything going wrong. Blood Rat Adult. Great, let's hurry up. The effect of the 6 desires candlestick is about to arrive. Xiaoyao Sword Pool Tiger Roaring Pool. It's true that he was born with a sword body and achieved such results in just a few days of practice. Vaguely, there is a law sword aura swirling around. I think it's due to the meticulous craftsmanship of the sword body and the passage of time that one day will become a sword immortal. Sword body refinement refers to one of the 4 realms of sword body refinement, which is one of the divine powers, swords, and immortals. Senior brother is really amazing. With this, we have gained another fighting force. What's that noise? Is there still a sword on this sword pool, Master Li Feng? Why do you ask about this? What happened on the sword pool is the secret of the hidden sword peak. Ordinary disciples should not inquire about these things. However, a pleading gaze. Okay, since you're a disciple of the sect leader, it's only a matter of time before you know. I'll tell you some of the most basic things. There are 24 sword pools on this hidden sword peak, among which there are countless hidden swords, but there are 3 sword pools that are quite special. There is a sect leader Xiaozi's sect leader sword on the Longing Pool. It was with the recognition of this sword that your master became the sect leader back then. And on the Tiger Roar Pool, there is a bloodthirsty sword that the former sect leader risked his life to snatch from the hands of the demon cultivator. It is extremely dangerous for me to use the formation to suppress it. There is also a legendary sword that I don't know on which sword pool. It is said that when the sect leader inherited the sect leader sword, he saw it, but he didn't mention its position at all. None of these 3 swords can be obtained by us. If you can guess that there is a sword on it, it means you have also learned swordsmanship. At this moment, Yin Zhong remembered that Xiaoyan's sword heart was first condensed by Zhu Yuan. Now, what is being suppressed on the Tiger Roar Pool is the bloodthirsty sword of the demon cultivator back then. He dare not forget about Xiaoyan's demonic aura. Xiaotian, please leave here first. You haven't taken on a sword yet. If you take on that sword here, it won't be good. Uncle Ain, rest assured that the sword has tried several times to escape, but it's not that easy. But what Li Chunfeng didn't expect was that the sword-bearing ceremony caused by the hidden sword peak law had already lost control due to the existence of the innate sword body. What's going on? You want to rebel. Ride the wind. Stop them. The sword of command, it seems that this kid's peak master is not for nothing. Xiao Tian, we'll cover you. You leave here first. They're here for you. Good seniors, be more careful. It's not that easy to launch a surprise attack. Oh, this is. The smoke dissipated and revealed the true body of the sword. Little doll, that's a flying sword. It's the Imperial sword that flies. What? Where are you taking me? Oh no. How could there be such a sharp sword aura on the main peak? Isn't that Xiaoyan's residence? It seems like something flew out. Ah, what is that? It's a sword. A very sharp sword. Hey, where are you taking me? Isn't this the peak of Sanjin Peak? I'm not a swordsmith. Why did you call me here? And I won't inherit a magic sword like yours either. What's going on? There's another sword and two swords fighting. Wait, isn't that my copper short sword? Why did you fly over by yourself? Stop. Shot down. Why did this bloodthirsty sword come down? Sword spirit is dead. What exactly happened up here? Good boy, sword spirit is dead, little one. Don't let anything happen, otherwise that old kid Shen Piaofeng won't spare me. Keep chasing. Wait a moment. Someone has arrived. It's really annoying that such a good divine weapon was lost like this. If you can't find the bloodthirsty sword, at least there's one left to pass on. I advise you not to think about these things. Someone has arrived. Who are you and why are you coming to Sanjin Peak? These managers finally showed up. I'm almost tired of killing miscellaneous fish all the way. Just right. Isn't Blood Rat only letting the woman next to him act? Think about how my grandfather also thrived in the Great Yu Empire. How can I live under someone else's shelter and watch their face? For my position in the new team. Let's have an operation on you first. You are. Move. Must not. Since ancient times. Jianqiu is a formidable presence. Aren't you the sword beside Lord Li Feng? Don't worry, I'll go back to your master's side. Their strong palace. It's not about their strength. But it's because they have the courage to be worth 1,000. I'm enough here alone. It is precisely with this courage that Zhu Yuanning, born with a sword body, received a response from the Holy Eucharist on Mount Zhangjian. This feeling is. On the other hand, as the peak leader, Li Chenfeng can easily deal with several of Chang'e's subordinates. They are the people of Chang'e, but they are only at the level of generals, which is relatively good compared to ordinary cultivators. I didn't expect them to all end up here today. Incorrect. What's up? This hidden sword peak is surrounded by my consciousness both up and down, and I can see anything that enters the peak with my sword heart. But why did I only realize it when these few people walk down this path? Who among them can hide their whereabouts? Not good. If these people are bait, isn't the main one. Sword pool entrance. Kill it. Don't let them go over. These two people exude an ominous aura and are definitely from the underworld. I grew up on the border of the kingdom since I was young, and it was these demonic cultivators who caused the destruction and death of my family. Now I want the Zayuman who took me in to suffer the same fate. I can never forgive. Unnecessary night harrier. I could have solved him in a more cruel way. Do you see him as if he were your former self? There's no such thing, Lord Bloodrat. We are very different. Is that so? Let's talk less, and we're almost at the Tiger Roar pool. Jianfeng Paradise. 36-foot protection. There are experts invading. Quickly notify the elders. Sanjian Peak Tiger Roaring Pool. I didn't expect that the Holy Communion was still hidden inside the Xiaoyao Gate. Your sex confidentiality is quite good. We haven't known for so long. Who is he among the 8 holy communies? The dominant body of the Lin family is under the responsibility of Grandpa Green Frog in our area. Oh, by the way, I remember the child who escaped from the Zhu family 10 years ago. It seems to be in the form of a spiritual sword. Is the spiritual sword body the only sword cultivator in the 8 sacred bodies? It's really difficult to deal with. You go ask him if he has surrendered. If he hasn't surrendered, took away his power and killed him. Killing intent surging. Okay, Lord Bloodrat. Without hesitation. Night Harrier. Was it right or wrong for me to bring you back in the first place? Lord Shua. Lord Shua. A year ago. You were hurt. Why are you here, Bloodrat? This mission is very dangerous. I know I have the command to fly scorpions. She asked me to help you. You're injured. Long night 4th generation snow crane. No need, my deadline is approaching. Leave the opportunity for the little ones here. Those who sacrificed their lives to protect the sword demon snow crane in the long night back then. Now I want to see if you have any value in existence. Spiritual sword domain. Sword repairs killing techniques. It seems that there is no need for negotiation anymore. Kill him, Night Harrier. What move is this, swordsmith? Have you already trained your swordsmanship to the point of combining human and sword skills? What kind of person is Sword in One? This is our Xiaoyao Sec's return of 10,000 swords. Xiaoyao Forbidden Area is not the place where you, the demon cultivator, set foot. It should also fall down, right? Too early to be happy. 6 Desire Candlestick. Die. All 6 desires are sealed off. What's going on with this feeling? It's so uncomfortable. I feel like nothing matters anymore. Can you move now? It's possible, but all previous vitality has been depleted. Isn't there anything else to add here? That. Just borrow a little, my dear. A moment's shoulder. Xiaozhu doll, are you okay? Uncle Ian and the others haven't gone far yet. Indeed, they came for the bloodthirsty sword. But how did they know the location of this sword? Uncle Ian, we. No, little Zhu dolls are in danger. Shen Piaofeng, hand them over to me. I must ensure their safety. However, humans really like to be timid and timid. If you don't go, let me go. Who is your excellency, and why did you take over the disciples of our sect? I am the sword spirit sealed within this guy's body. Don't worry, he's not dead. Not only did he not die, but he also rose to the level of being possessed by the gods as a result of the tribulation. It can also be considered a form of creation. I just don't know how the situation of the entity is. Hello, sword spirit. You can see that some disciples have come down from this sword. No, what happened? Xiao Tianxi's nephew hasn't been down for so long. Shouldn't something happen? I don't know why, but in my heart, instead of panicking, I feel like that kid can turn danger into safety. It seems that after staying by their side for a long time, I have also grown up. I finally caught you. Do you still dare to run around? Do you want me to beat you up? When did someone? I don't know how much offense it would be for Senior to meditate here, but I will leave immediately. It's a dried corpse. I don't know why I'm sitting here. Speaking of which, where is this place? I haven't heard from Master and his team before. I just bypassed a few sword pools. I wonder if I can still return the same way now. Just as Xiao Tian was about to get up and leave, a few faint sounds of ancient swords could be heard in the space above. What's going on? I've been hearing sword sounds lately. Is that also the reason why my short sword came here? At the same time, silently. The kid has such great brute force. Hey, the body is talking. Didn't Li Chunfeng tell you? This is the forbidden area of Xiaoyao Gate. If you can't bear the intrusion of a high-quality spirit weapon, you will die. But how could I possibly know all the forbidden areas in Xiaoyao Gate? That's not a problem that the old man should consider. This old man is so strange, he has a zombie-like smell on his body. How could there be such a wicked thing in Xiaoyao Gate? Xiaoyao Chaos Decision. Dead Gate. The moves of Xiaoyao Sect are incorrect. When did Xiaoyao Sect have such evil martial arts skills? We won't have time to dodge. Inflammatory toxin. The power of the flame poison has greatly increased since its last ingestion. But it's also harder to control. I hope that old man won't get up again. Corpse puppets are all afraid of fire, I still remember. Disappeared. What a terrifying prospect for future generations. But your knowledge of Xiaoyao martial arts is too limited to be fully developed. And I only listen to the current leader of the Tibetan Sword Peak. Even if you just stumbled into this place by mistake. To protect the secrets here, you can only die. Night Harrier, there are variables in our plan. What's wrong, Lord Bloodrat? My fortune in the Flying Scorpion divination before was not fixed. If there were any variables during the mission, the divination was likely to fail. Flying Scorpion, look at this. The biggest variable now is that the bloodthirsty sword is not here. Maybe in April. The elders of Xiaoyao Gate have discovered us. What does the blood rat mean? Run. Get out of here immediately. You two have killed so many of my disciples from the Hidden Sword Peak. Do I agree to leave now? Night Harrier, quick. Demons, this road is blocked. The ascetics of the kingdom. Stop it. Fall. This guy is not human. Did he run out of the magic door? It seems that these two are hiding something from everyone. Hey Jinling, what are you doing? That old man in a long robe is difficult to deal with. Give me this woman. And we still have some accounts that haven't been calculated clearly. Oh, you're still alive. I was joking when I said I would only suck a little. I believe you too. You two have nothing good. Everyone just has ulterior motives. Release her. Otherwise, you'll be the first to die. There aren't many top-grade magical tools in the entire Dragon Kingdom. Where did he come from? Has the royal family already? I'm going to faint. Xiaoyao sword technique. Bloodthirsty sword. What's in your hands? Additional effects, blood loss. Why do you want a sword with dead sword spirits? Stay here. Sword spirit is dead. Did the mission fail? My lord, my vassal, the blood rat, did his best. No, that's not right. I can still fight. Flying scorpions will save me. Crow, are you here? Your physical condition is really troublesome. Haven't you reached the critical point yet? No. Flying Scorpion, I advise you not to have any plans for Xiaoyao Gate. Disaster-prone constitution can bring misfortune to those around them. Even without the magic gate of Xiaoyao Gate, the other 9 major demon gods descending to the human world are enough to reclaim the lost land. Why go against that group of people, especially when there's a disciple named Zhao Xiaotian among them? Didn't you just suffer some losses at their hands? You started to waver. Don't forget that you are the 4 appointed candidates for the Crow Temple by those 4 adults. Where have you been before? Go tidy up and pick them up. I don't need the bloodthirsty sword now due to a shortage of manpower, but I won't let my combat power be compromised here. Yes. Night Harrier. I'll help you escape. If you escape, come find me at the 4 Divine Mountains. Transmission of sound. Bloodrat, you need 7. Transmission of sound. That guy has a demon seed on him. I only realize now that it's too late. Hey, old man, that woman is running away. No. 3,000 martial arts skills. Location tracking. Strangely not. He wants to kill me even with this skill. It's not that easy. Come after me. Don't run away. No, this must be the devil's plan to manipulate the tiger and leave the mountain. Keeping that woman right now is the most dangerous thing. Find her first. Although that's the case, as the leader of the Hidden Sword Peak, I cannot let him escape. Smoke spreading. Hey, don't you think there's anything strange about it? Oh, what insights do you have? Gao Jian, I can't talk about it. What I meant to say is, aren't you looking for the disciple of Chengjian? Did someone else come up? Although I have no feelings for humans, the demon is now wandering in the mountains. Are you sure he can be safe and sound? Oh no, you mean. That's right, leave it to me here. I've dealt with her enough. You humans just like to look back and forth, and I'm used to it. Tiaohu Lishan carving insect skill. I'm just curious why you're not leaving. Hee hee. The soil of silent sound for high-quality artifacts. Function, concealing whereabouts. I'm just curious why you're not leaving. Brother Sword Spirit, were you once the Sword Spirit of Shueyo Sword? I recognize you. But how did you manage to help those people who should have been on the same side? I was curious, so I stayed behind. The demon sword spirit was once held by a captain of the Zhu family, and its original owner is unknown. You don't need to know that my current destiny is already linked to this kid. Those who are discerning should quickly restore his vitality. Otherwise, what's going on? Will my former colleague hold a knife at me? Isn't it good that you've taken away his body now? You see, it feels great to be able to move freely and have a physical body, isn't it? Give me enough time to stop. Do you think this sect only has my host as the Holy Eucharist? The water here is very deep, and I'm afraid you won't be able to grasp it. Ah, what do you mean? Come apart. It seems a bit too extreme. He probably won't wake up again for a while, right? What are you doing? This is. There are words around. 800 years ago, the demon gate descended upon the human world, causing great suffering and bloodshed, staining the blue sky with blood. At the right time, a divine weapon fell from the 9 heavens to the mortal world. Zayayuman half-step sword Immortal Zayayozi took divine weapons to seal the lord of the demon gate and save the lives of the world. However, the divine weapon was incomplete and failed to kill the lord of the demon gate. When he emerged, he sealed this divine weapon on the Tsangjin Peak and waited for the sword embryo to enter the divine realm. Climbing to the summit of Tsangjin Peak can make the divine weapon manifest. He wishes that future generations who receive divine weapons can complete the incomplete parts of the divine weapon, eliminate demons, protect the way, and uphold justice. What are these? Are they the secrets that the old man said? Not bad. Kid, you're very smart. I've finished watching it all. After reading, what do you want? I don't even know what's going on here, not even the current leader of Tsangjin Peak. I don't want to admit it, but if you accidentally summon this sword, it's fate's will. And you have something on you that I care more about. Come with me. This is the Shanfeng Pavilion of Tsangjin Peak, which is a place dedicated to displaying magical tools and treasures. In recent years, most of the treasures found by Xiaoyao disciples searching for treasures in secret areas are placed here. And I am the gatekeeper here. Disciples are usually not allowed to come up to this place. What did you bring me here for? You'll find out soon. Hey, old turtle, that thing underneath has woken up. Get up and do something. Transmission of sound. Who awakened it? Transmission of sound. I have already tested the strength of a young person for you. Aren't you the sword ancestor of Xiaoyao Gate? Even you have been defeated. Just a momentary carelessness. How is the situation outside? Not very optimistic. Really? No wonder you came to see me. Stop talking nonsense. I want you to lift the restrictions below. Although Senior Zayayozi left behind divine weapons, the prohibition is not something that ordinary people can approach. Are you sure this person has the potential to carry swords? Do you know in a moment? From now on, you have a quarter of an hour, and within this quarter, all the forbidden magic weapons inside the Xiaoyao Gate will become ineffective. It's the sword ancestor corpse puppet that has exerted its power. The person wielding the imperial sword, land quickly. The soil of silence has failed. It seems that everything is progressing smoothly. Kid, go down and take on the sword. But you have to promise me one thing. What's up? Go kill someone. Destroy all these sword pools. I wonder if your Xiaoyao sect can still cultivate excellent swordsmanship disciples in the past century. There's someone ahead. Who wouldn't dare to ambush you, Bloodrat? Except for sword repair, who else has Bloodrat ever been afraid of in my life? Even an ordinary disciple dares to stop me. If you want to blame us, blame you for not being able to distinguish the current situation. You would rather join the Xiaoyao Gate and be our enemy. You really deserve to die. Are you the enemy that the old man said you were? Invading someone's sect without even wearing a single piece of clothing. Even 10 senior brothers don't have you, pervert. Why are you still alive? I understand. It's because my demonic powers were too strong and I didn't control my strength well, which caused me to miss the critical point. Since you didn't die once, let's do it again. I see how many times you can walk in my hands. This time, the blood rat saw clearly that the disciple in front of him blocked his move, which was not accidental. He resolved the power of the Lord. 6 Desire Candlestick. Opportunity. How about the candlestick? It looks pretty good, isn't it? I've walked twice under my command, enough for you to boast to your fellow disciples below. Are you saying you killed someone inside Xiaoyao Gate? That's right, and there are quite a few, but don't worry, you'll be reunited soon. I don't know if the Night Harrier has succeeded or not. If I lure those 2 elders away, with her personality, she should go on a killing spree. A sect that can be destroyed by 2 people. That useless crow is always exaggerating. Have you said enough? I forgot to tell you that the barrier has been opened inside the Xiaoyao Gate now, and your magical tool is no longer useful. Your accomplice is probably also in a bad mood. This is impossible. I am the blood rat of the long night. Even if I die, I won't die at the hands of an unknown young person like you to accompany me in my funeral. Beating blood. This move is actually stronger than the one just now, almost causing the blood to burst out of the body. But you started with your foolish body, and if you had used your martial arts skills earlier, it wouldn't have ended there. Your demonized appearance reminds me of a boy who became a king, but he is much more lovable than you. The mouse lampstand is a familiar combination. Reminds me of a childhood song from my past life. How did you sing it? By the way, little mouse on lampstand odd. Stealing oil to eat 10 no DDI 70. In. Come down. Odd. What's up? Jianzhu said the crisis has been resolved. Released. That's right, it must have been Master Jianzhu who took action. Although he is the sword ancestor, his abilities after being transformed into a corpse puppet are not as good as before. It's so easy to deal with that demon. What about Xiao Tian? He is currently with sword ancestor. Scare. Jianzhu seems to quite like that kid. Let's go out and keep an eye on the entrance. Don't let anyone else get close. It seems like there are other important things to do. What's going on here? The reinforcements have arrived. It seems that I should also leave now. Hello, do you see Senior Yuan Ning standing there? It seems to be him. Go and call the elder quickly. It seems that Yuan Ning's sword body has awakened and he may not be able to conceal it in the future. Over the past 6 months, members of the Long Night team have been searching for famous magic swords from various places. I don't know what their purpose is. Anyway, today we managed to catch a living person. Let me personally detain and interrogate you on behalf of you. Xiao Lao, I found several bodies from long nights on the path of Sanjian Peak. There are still traces of Li Chunfeng's imperial sword on it. Oh, where is Li Chunfeng? I didn't see it. What's going on? How could Thunder Tribulation Tian Wei appear on the Hidden Sword Peak? I heard that the birth of some divine weapons can trigger the Thunder Tribulation Tian Wei. I've never seen anything so big before. Dear Elders, this is the forbidden area of Sanjian Peak. The crisis here is resolved. If there is nothing else, please leave. Shut up. Uh, cough cough. Anyway, you all know in your hearts not to go up to the hidden sword peak. Shut up. What's the situation with these people? Can't even they resist the birth of divine weapons? Xiaoli, it's not that I said you have a lot of people and a higher status than you, so don't bother. Take pleasure in other people's misfortune. Uncle Ian, you are now acting as the head of the sect. If something happens, not as a disciple, I will take the main responsibility. I think what he said makes sense. According to Shen Piaofeng's protective personality, if anything happens, he will definitely come to me first. You guys, please be more obedient to me. Didn't you see the sect leader and disciple carrying swords on top? Mental pressure. It's senior brother Ian. Master disciple Cheng Jian, isn't Zhu Yuending born with a sword body? Is he Bilinger, also known as the Xiaoyao Fairy? No. It's Zhao Xiaotian, the third disciple of the sect leader. What is he? The disciple of the sect leader who caused chaos in Zhejiang. Young fellow. The commotion just now was not at all smaller than that of the sect leader back then. I didn't expect Qinger to be so accurate in judging people despite her young age. If anyone goes up the mountain to disturb the sect leader and 3 disciples of Cheng Jian, it will trigger an internal conflict within the sect, and everything will be dealt with according to the rules of Xiaoyao sect. Yes. Hey, is there anyone like you who takes care of calves? This first thunder tribulation was just a stroke of luck, and there are still many more to come. Senior Zaiaozi also suffered a lot from this back then. Kid, although I can save you, I won't take action easily. Tonight's misfortune and fortune depend entirely on your own destiny. Coming. Brother Ian, if you chop that thing off, it will kill people, right? Help me quickly. Don't panic, small scene. Where's my drink in the sink? If the kid has any life-saving measures, please use them quickly. If it's too late, there won't be enough time. Ah. Why does Wei feel much bigger this day than 100 years ago? Not good. It must be the sword that refused to accept the sword. That kid is in danger. The old turtle is preparing to save people. I just said that kid can't do it, right? You see, he doesn't even have a decent magic tool and can only use his hands to block it. How could that thing be possible? It appeared. Master Jianzu has made another move. He saved Xiaoyao Gate again. You're like a goose dropper god. That kid used his fist to repel the thunder and told me it was an illusion. It must be because I slept too long and had a bad eye. You are the divine weapon capable of slaying the Lord of the Demon Gate. Why is there only a sword body? Wait, what is he doing? It seems like they are repairing divine weapons. Stop him quickly. Even though these 2 divine weapons are originally one, without the ability of a first-class casting master, it is impossible to remake a divine weapon. He's quite stubborn. Give it to me. He succeeded. Why has the appearance of this sword changed? Stinky sword. Sucking away my spiritual power again. You wait for me. The old turtle escorted him down the mountain. I'll go deal with the body of that demon. Yes. Little doll, you have a significant impact on the world. Don't worry about anything. Uncle Ian, Nephew Zhao, Hong Fu, Qi Tian, and Master Sword will protect us and everything will be fine. Look, someone is lying down the mountain. That's great. What did you say about lying down the mountain? Where is the legendary sword? There were many discussions. Shouldn't Chengjian have failed? What sword is Zhao Xiaotian carrying? Is it the legendary sword? I didn't see a sword on him, so I guess Chengjian failed. That's really unfortunate. It's a big loss to make such a big noise without getting anything. After all, Zhu Yuanning was not born with a sword body. Alas, I still want to see the true appearance of that divine weapon. It's a pity. Junior brother. Are you all right? Xiaozhu Dal woke up and seems to be fine now. What are you shouting about? Your junior brother's condition is better than yours. The sword ancestor said that this kid was born with a sword embryo and has become a god. He asked you to go back and take good care of him. Scare. Good boy, another sword embryo has come to mind. Why does my innate sword body sound more powerful than mine? Don't worry, little Zhu doll. The tribulation you just experienced also made your sword embryo touch the divine realm. Am I really that good? Did my junior apprentice successfully inherit the sword, senior? Why don't I try again? You haven't witnessed the terrifying power of that heavenly power. Going up now is undoubtedly risking one's life. Ignore it. The top priority now is to check on Xiao Tian's situation. Go. Well, it's okay I didn't get hurt, so I'll. Everyone, quickly move away. What's going on here? Junior brother. Junior brother, what are you doing? It's too dangerous. Come down quickly. That is. It is a phantom sword body transformed from the protective body of the spirit sword. Why are there so many? If this were to be chopped off, it would be fatal, wouldn't it? Could it be that he succeeded in wielding the sword? Not good, that's why I said I didn't want to wipe my butt in the end. Since it's a spirit sword protector, it means he just accidentally popped open my mind spirit. Then let's even knit some yarn. This strength is almost comparable to that of the King of War, right? That is. Lei Jie. Is this kid lying in the ditch trying to destroy Xiaoyao Gate by attaching lightning to his sword? I need to block it before the situation becomes serious. XX is not a competitor. You guys should seek your own blessings, right? Woo-woo, is this what the divine weapon protector looks like? So terrible. I don't want to die yet. Uncle Ian, do you have a way to wake up this kid? There are ways, but what's there to hesitate about if the sword ancestor who can break through thunder is not here now? I'll try. Summon wind and call for rain. Rise. Did the acting leader make a mistake by using wind and water to fight against thunder? Isn't this going to spread the thunder? No, that's right. Look. Those protective spirit swords are trapped by two feng shui formations. The clever use of this method is to overcome hardness with softness. Little baby, time is running out. Come with me quickly. Uncle Ian. That is. I have been wandering around for many years and unintentionally turned myself into this person. I didn't want to expose it, but I risked everything for you today. Wake up quickly. This. The domineering sword intent is indeed true. Legend has it that the sword is inside the little doll's body. But since being stared at by these eyes, my sword heart has become riddled with wounds, as if it has been pierced by countless heart swords. This is definitely not the power that a born sword embryo should possess to become a god. I can't hold on anymore. Damn it, if the rescue doesn't work out, will it be backfired? We will all die under this thunder today. My biggest regret is that I couldn't see your final growth, little doll. If there is still a chance, I really want to teach you the mantle of this life. But unfortunately,